Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and that means it's time for us to be tuning in once more to some good old Warframe. Hello there, once again, one all. Hello there, Rosace. Hello there, Millivoy. Hello, Penguin. How are we all doing today? Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spartan God saying, watching a vid from 5 months ago with Ken explaining damage reduction in Warframe. And then, yep, here's Twitch. Of course, absolutely right on time, Spartan God. Right on time. As per usual. Of course, I keep a schedule. You know I'm good with that. Snake Raider already coming in with a picker frame. Wukong on its way to destroy Sortie. Sure, yeah, sure, we can do that. Wolven's saying, I'm calling no due to melee weapons having an arc that acts as an AoE. Wolven's, no one likes a pedant. Absolutely no one likes a pedant. There might be someone somewhere that thinks they like a pedant. They don't. They're just playing devil's advocate. So, yeah. Nah. As much as you're right, there is the potential to hit multiple enemies. It does affect an area. By the same token, so does every single bullet fired, because it goes in a line and therefore can hit multiple points in a line. And because the bullet has a non-zero width, it therefore affects an area along the way. So, yeah, nah. Let's not get into such extremes of banning every melee weapon, because it technically can hit multiple enemies, because then we're screwed. Then we're just completely screwed. At that point, we might as well just, you know, go play Minecraft. And I can say, what about fists? Do they have arcs? All of them have arcs, yeah. All melee weapons have follow-through as a stat. So, all of them. I'm just spinning on the spot whilst discussing this. You know, good old spinning. Hello there, Striker. How you doing today? Good evening to you as well. Technicalities is real here. We're about the practicalities, not quite the technicalities. There is a subtle difference. There is a subtle difference. Almost a technical difference, if you will. But there is one. It's the practicalities. Alright, so we're going to get started straight away with the Sortie today. And Snake Raider has already determined we're going to be using a Wukong for this. I wish you all the best of luck on those Void Storms there, Snake Raider. All the best. Just remember, Snake Raider, if you're going for the Epitaph, you don't need to fully, perfectly complete a Void Storm. You just need to smash out the mission as fast as possible for the fastest farm rate there. Spinning the Orbiters, giving you PTSD flashbacks to EVE Online. Mate, I spent many years on that game. I occasionally have a look at the subreddit. I, in fact, had a look at the subreddit for EVE not the other day. And, yeah. Doesn't look like things have been going in the right direction over there. For a while, they just completely butchered all resource gathering, and now there's, now apparently the CEO is fond of the term play to earn. It doesn't sound great. There's a reason I haven't brought it up on the stream recently. Not actually at all, since I started streaming proper, but there you are. Have I experienced any trade glitches? Not in a very, very, very long time, Arden. Not in a very long time. But what I have experienced recently is the Sortie. Let's have a look at what we got today. We have got a mobile defense with cryogenic leakage. Alright, fine. We've got a rescue, an enemy elemental enhancement, and then we have an interception with expert stronghold. Cool, we can have a look at that. I can say more like play to burn. Well, that's the thing, is like, yeah, the game is meant to be about gathering stuff. This is EVE we're talking about. Meant to be about gathering stuff up, building ships, waging war on others, and blowing ships up. If you're not blowing shit up, you're doing it wrong. Quite frankly, whether you're blowing up a market, whether you're blowing up actual ships, whether you are just blowing up communications, whatever thing you want to blow up, you need to be blowing up stuff in that game. One way or the other, you need to be PvPing, and play to earn is not PvP. It's a PvP-focused game. At the very least, if you're going to blow up no players, you can blow up some NPCs. Well, Tilly, my clone might have to be doing a little bit of carrying today, because I need to aim a little bit more. So I am literally not going to touch any AoE weapon. So I've got my Shaking It, so that's a Rattleguts secondary. I've got my Sonora Prime, so obviously that's just a bullet hose. Compare bullet hoses here. Got Nikana, so there's no radial explosion on that. Yeah. Am I on PlayStation? No, I'm on PC. That'll be what the P and the C stand for in the stream title. I'm on PC. So yeah, no AoE today. That's it. Others might have AoE, I'm not going to have it. And if you would like to join in on today's Sortie, whether or not you want to follow the challenge, that's up to you. But if you want to join today's Sortie, send a message to the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad and we'll take it from there, guys. AoE is an area of effect, Red Panda. I don't know you know that. Come on, dude. Dude, what? Place station, the sea is silent. Doubt. Here we go, so we got Pendragon, we got Lanky Boy. That'll take up 2 of the 3 spots. We got 1 more spot open for anyone who wants to join on in for the sortie. Fingers crossed we get something nice today. Fingers crossed, you never know. You really do never know. Group saying can't play Warframe without AoE, even if the only AoE I have is some punch on the rifle. Well, here's the thing, is that when I say AoE, I am counting out chained attacks and I am counting out radial attacks. I'm not counting out punch through because punch through on some weapons just exists. Like for example on various bows, it's just there. If we have a look at this one, I've got a 2.2 punch through on the auto. I think on the charge, yeah, 3.2. So it has an innate 1 meter punch through on the charge shot as well. So punch through is just kind of a necessity. It just exists. It's not that powerful. It's not the overwhelming AoE that we're used to on a lot of stuff. I'll give that a pass. Just like I'm giving follow through on melee weapons a pass. There has to be some line to be drawn, otherwise nothing works. Yeah, we got full squad just about to load up. I've done that a little bit too quickly. Let's make sure Lord Dogbert actually appears online. Lord Dogbert! Lord Dogbert, please check your settings. If you ask for an invite and then immediately just nuke your computer, that is not the way to join a squad. Pendragon asking, are you counting Arcoplasma as an AoE? This time I'm actually going to say yes. Super wide projectiles, like with the Arcoplasma, like with the Foreman, like with the Catch Moon, they are, for all intents and purposes, AoEs. They're just in cylinders rather than spheres, so those ones I am actually ruling out. AoE abilities, yep, no, they're a no-go. AoE damage abilities are a no-go. Crowd control is fine, but if it's a damage-focused ability, like for example Ember's Fourth, that's a no-go. It's up to you, Lanky Boy. If you want to take on the challenge as well, go for it. I highly recommend giving it a try, but if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable with it, that's fine. My challenge, not yours. Unless you choose it to be. Ash's Bladestorm? The Ash's Bladestorm is targeted. You have to look at each individual to actually target them, so Bladestorm is not an AoE attack. Hitting multiple enemies in sequence is not an AoE. Because otherwise you'd say, well, hang on, every single gun is an AoE because I shoot that guy and then that guy and then that guy. No. But yeah, if the attack at full power can hit multiple enemies without punch through, it's an AoE. So radial attacks, they don't care how many enemies are part of it, they just smack them all, but melee follow through, it drops down the damage because of each extra enemy. Bladestorm, you're casting multiple attacks, so you have to target. It's very easy targeting, but you still have to target it. There we go, Dogbert's got the invitation now. Let's see how quickly they'll come in. There we go. Right, let's do this. Yeah, there are certain limits. We can't make a perfect world of non-AoE stuff because at the same time, if you have no form of multi-target whatsoever in a horde shooter game, you're fucked. So yeah, we just kind of have to roll with some amount of understanding here. Hair's extra stroopy today? Oh, it just means I've gotten to push it across. Let me do that. That a bit better, Tilly? Oh, that's a bit better. Hello, Astro Rebel. I'm doing alright today. Hope you're doing well yourself. I got a tea in hand. What more could you want? Alrighty, someone's already grabbed the biggity bob piece, I think. And just demonstrate it. I mean, look, you know, as far as damage goes, that was a lot slower than AoE, but it gets there, you know. It gets there. This is also a weapon that's more suitable to killing the Grineer than the Corpus, so that's going to make it slightly worse. Whereas my shaking units, that's set for dealing with the Corpus, you'll notice. This just kind of tears through them. They've got that extra toxin damage on there, and that just says, nope, you don't get to live. You're trying out the guided effigy buff? Ah, fair do. Go for it. Let me know how it goes. Is D nerfing AoE? No, I am. I am, as in I'm not bringing AoE to this stream. No AoE weaponry, so I'm allowed punch through. I'm allowed melee weapons that aren't radiant attack weapons like the glaive or gun blades. They're not radiant attacks, but you know what I mean. Range attacks, let's call it that. So, true melees and punch through weapons only. No bombs, no explosives, no grenades, no chained lasers, no super wide projectiles, none of that. What would I say is my average time for finishing a cup of tea? Well, it depends on which average you're using, because there are some outlier values for sure. But on stream, my typical time for finishing a cup of tea is a little bit over an hour. I do really stretch it out. By the time I get to the bottom of that mug, it is cold tea, let me tell you. But, yeah, you gotta pace yourself, usually. Gotta pace myself. And because I make tea properly, it doesn't taste bad when it's gone cold. And if you do it right, it'll still be a nice smooth cup of tea once you get to the bottom of it. What about status effects today? So, status effects, they're not weapons, they're just a part of the damage that happens, so they are allowed. They are not weapons or direct attacks, they are just a thing that happens. And let's face it, the two AoE status effects, you've got gas and you've got electricity, they're not exactly overpowered, are they now? Like, there is a reason the meta is not gas electric. And it's because they're just not amazing. They're not. They're okay. Electric is reasonable, gas is... So gas exists. Oh, it's dead. So yeah. They're not part of the AoE meta that I am trying to step away from today. They do not make it where I can just forget aiming. What's my mean or median on lunch stream days? Yes. Sometimes I'll grab a cup of tea and it's like next with the gods, I'll just down it. Other times I'll get a cup of tea and then I'll finish off the second half of that tea when a new cup of tea is presented to me and I realise I haven't finished the first one yet. And so I'll just down it right there. Cheers, Snake Raider. Cheers. That is one way to get me to drink it quicker. You're very right. Well, let's just ruin that guy's day. There we go. Rip. I'm probably annoying some Wukong mains because I have specifically not brought out my Wukong so far. I probably should do that, but, you know, it's not really needed at this tier of play. I suppose I can. I suppose I can. There we are. Any weapons I'm excited to try out with the new rules in place? Basically all of them. Just go through the arsenal, see what we got available, you know? See what's worth giving a try, see what's worth giving a whirl. But yeah, I'm definitely a sipper of tea most times, but occasionally, if I've left the last half of the mug to the point that someone else has brought me a new one and I'm not yet ready for it, or if I just really, really, really need a cup of tea, then I will absolutely down that thing. Okay, apparently that is a ghost box. It just went straight through me. Yep, that's a thing. Yep. The Corpers have ghost boxes, and Pendragon is dying. Pendragon is dying all the way over here, my dude. The objective is like 2 doors that way. What? Yeah, genuinely 2 doors away. How about you lot then, chat? How many times do you get to the second half of your mug, you realise you've gone and left your tea to go cold? Are you organised drinkers? Do you make sure that your tea is consumed at a sensible rate? Let's go! Let's go! Oh, Mr. Fox. Bonus point for creativity, but Mr. Fox. It's a bad joke if it has Euralia in it. I mean, granted, she is the joke half the time. Nope. Bing, and it wasn't squad chat. No, Wagwan. Wagwan. Look, sample of transcendence. Enjoy. Alright. Oh, it tells me it's Mirage now. I was going to say, if that opens up and it's a Eurali, I was debating on if I was going to just ignore you forever, Alistair, but it turns out it's not a Eurali. Okay. Okay, let's have a brief look at this very quickly. What we got here? Good lord. Okay, never mind. I'm ignoring you anyway. I'm just closing the tab for now. You'll get off lightly this time, Alistair. You get off lightly this time. Trip say, organised drinker? I'm not just an American. I'm a New Yorker. Coffee is coffee. From burn my mouth hot to ice cold. I drink it, I guzzle it. Right. Alright. Someone's feisty with the coffee. You had another coffee already? We got a rescue mission coming up next with enemy toxin damage. You know what? I'm gonna go with some Wukong action again. That just seems like a good idea. It's funny, is it, Alistair? It's funny? You know what? It's not going to be Wukong now. It's not going to be Wukong. You want to talk funny fashion? You want to talk funny fashion, do you, Alistair? For your first ever message here on the channel? Alright then, let me just make sure we got the right thing here. We got my catapult augment. What's missing from here? I feel like some duration is missing here. Let me just grab a basic continuity now. I feel like that's a good idea. Anyway. You want some freaking fashion? Alright then. We're bringing out the Fairy Grendel. We're bringing out the Fairy Grendel. You want eye bleed? We've got some eye bleed. Y'all dealing with it now.
This is the future.
That's how we're handling this. In full 2-ton glory.
The pinnacle of the
And then we'll do Harrow afterwards. Because Red Panda did request that. Miss Fox saying, would I recommend Veil Proxima Spy over a regular tier 3 spy for Ivara's main blueprint? Hell no. If you're trying to get Ivara's main blueprint, why would you pick a longer mission? Why? Drop rate slightly higher there? Okay, I'll be honest, I did not think they would have a different drop rate. I thought it would have been the same tier 3 consideration. Fair enough, that's a good question. Do you think you are completing the Veil Proxima missions? No. Are we on a Vauban that actually used a useful vector pad? Holy shit. As I was saying, do you think you are going to complete those Veil Proxima missions no more than 50% slower than you do the standard ones? To make up for... to make the drop rate work. Oh my lord, that is a sensible Vauban right there. But I can also launch myself forwards. Full speed ahead! Oh. I need to swallow a new enemy! Thank you. Just die. Oh wait, there's a lift in the way. God damn it! Why is there a lift in the way? Where's the button? Where's the button? Oh, it's here. I don't know why I thought it'd be here.
The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry.
It's where you tell me I didn't need to come up here. Come on, you fat bloody ball. Move! It would be nice if the catapult augment allowed you to turn corners, rather than just boosting into a wall forever. And that would be really, really nice.
I thought I was gonna die. Thank you.
And instead, I'm just going to slowly pinball my way through this annoying tile set, and I'm out of energy. Ah, I apparently ran out of people in my gut and didn't notice, and now the door is shut on me!
I can fight you. Give me a weapon.
God damn it. Where's the console? There's a console. This is going well. This is going well, isn't it, chat? No Discord notification? Oh. That's odd. We'll have a look in a sec to see what's going on with the bot there. I mean, if you guys make sure you are followed here on Twitch and have notifications turned on, you'll be notified. But, yeah, sometimes the Discord bot, it takes a day off. Oh, for crying out loud. This bloody tile set and this bloody navigation icon is like, go this way, go that way, go any fucking which way. We're going to turn left and right randomly. Who designs a ship with this many left and right turns just to go forwards? Ah! No wonder it's bloody all broken around here. Someone's probably smashed the walls in rage. Alright. Red Panda with the bad joke. Why did HR have an issue with Atlas? He objectifies a lot of people and now everyone with helmet thinks they can get away with it too. I swear I'm reaching my limit with this bloody tell a bad joke thing. Jesus Christ, these are getting terrible. These are getting genuinely terrible. I mean, they never started off even remotely good, but these are getting bad. No more looks. You had your opportunity, Alistair. You sent a look. You sent a look. With no preamble, I might add. You just sent it. With just a cheeky little message on top, and it was absolute eye bleed. You've had your chance. We ain't looking at anti-fashion. We got plenty of anti-fashion right here. We got full-on Wisp-style thick boy here. Nope. Not even bringing it up. Alright, but I am going to bring out Harrow, as requested by Red Panda, here for the third and final mission of the sortie, which is an interception one, Xmas Stronghold. As we get onto this, guys, we're going to set up the prediction as well. What reward do you think we're going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be an Anasa Sculpture? Is it going to be Endo? Or is it going to be literally anything else? Make your predictions with the blue spanner icon at the bottom of the chat window there. See if you're right. If you are, you'll get a load of spanners back. You think it'll be a mod? A mod? A river mod, I presume you mean. If you think it is, gamble on it. You got channel points, use them. Put your money where your mouth is. Text is, you know, makes sense.
We have located the enemy.
Alright, which way are we going to go? This way?
Towers. Capture the towers and remain in control long enough.
Ah, yes, this map.
Incoming messages.
I might as well stay on this one. Everyone else is going to explode to the others. I'm going to stay here. That is a weird looking dog. What was last time? Last time was... Was it a... I think it might have been a Exless adapter. Which I think we put straight onto Garuda. Could have been that. Big bullets. Alright, so we got this on lockdown. Time to activate this good old ability. Charging up to get some energy per kill. Gonna knock it all the way up to 50, that'll do just nicely. And then my sensor will get to come instead. There we are, just put out 400 energy in an AoE. See, it's not a weapon, so it's okay. Boom, someone needs some energy? I got ya. And we did not get much in the way of a crit bonus because we weren't taking a lot of damage, but that's fine. Hello Cash Money, how you doing today? I feel like I'm dropping a few frames at the moment, but... Ah, that might be why. That might be why. What the hell is that, lanky boy? It's because everyone wants it in Euralia? I think it was more just because we were, you know, having a look at Garuda and seeing what they were capable of already. You know what, with the whole update to Garuda. Alright, let's re-up this. Let's get this going, get ourselves a nice stack of energy. Give some damage protection out. Now I've got all the bullets. Easy fire. Just about rescued Alpha there. Just about. Garuda's amazing, your secondary frame. I mean, fair do. Fair do. I'm not a huge fan of Garuda. I'll be very honest, I'm not a huge fan. Tried playing a fair amount, both before the update and with the update, and I don't connect with her as a frame. I just really don't. How many weapon slots is enough? As many as you want. I haven't sold a weapon in quite a while. I've sold them for platinum, but not for credits. So I have more weapon slots than I actually need. And if I could use more for even more weapons that come out, I will just do it. I will just buy more. So yeah, as many as you want. There's no rule. I'm not sure what I just hit there. Oh, I hit the tree. Okay, that tiny little dead tree stopped me jumping. Yeah, that makes sense. Ridiculously powerful Warframe stopped by a tiny ass broken tree. Sure. Video game logic right there. How many of you here at the moment were here for Friday stream? How many of you? I'm sure at least a few of you. How many of y'all were here for Friday stream? That lovely waiting bit where else it resets. There we go. Alright. Next round. Second round. Bit by bit. How do I explain they were? Andrig thinks they were here? Andrig, I mean, it was a very different game. We were playing Apex, so I'd hope you'd remember. I would hope you would remember if you were around for that. So straight away, first things first, all of those of you who are thinking, no, why not? It was another fun stream. Why you do this to yourself? Why are you choosing to miss out on good fun? You know, you can really go off a person. Second of all, for those of you who were actually here, and therefore sensible people who wanted to have an entertaining evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, what do you think? Did you enjoy yourselves? Opana saying, not into Apex, but like to keep the streak going. I mean, fair do. Fair do. It isn't for everyone. I mean, I fully anticipate that it is not a perfect crossover between Warframe and Apex. They are entirely different genres. That makes sense. Sentimental saying, I have captured your tease greater fashion out, Harrow, if you want to see it ever again unharmed. What? Okay, I genuinely do not know how to start processing that sentence, so I'm gonna just ignore it. Engineer vlog when? I don't vlog. Y'all see 95% of all the interesting stuff I gotta put out. Or at least, certainly if you're subscribed, but 20 of the extras, you definitely see the 95% of it all. The rest, either it's uninteresting or it's interesting but in a private regard. Put it that way. I don't really vlog. I don't have a reason to vlog. Fox saying, look at the mod config in the extension, a bit confused by the orientation of the mods. Hey, the mods can have whatever orientation they want, okay? You know? You don't get to dictate which mods like which mods, okay? They can have any orientation they damn well please. You know, you cannot judge on that. Otherwise, I have literally no idea what you were talking about. Yeah, this Mirage is not staying with us. Once is cheeky, twice is pushing it, 3 times, are you trying to crash my computer or just drop my frames intentionally? Get a new joke. Sorry, he says, with 1 W, no R's. Yeah, I'm really feeling it. Really feeling it. Here's me like, I don't want to be using AoEs today. This guy, hey, what if I shoot an AoE weapon into the Kenjineer's face multiple times as Mirage with all my clones active? Yeah! If that's how you want me to know your name, that's, well, I'll quickly forget your name. Red saying, would I be interested in Warframe and Lego collaborating for the 10th anniversary? Seeing as like, don't really care for Lego and also kind of can't really afford much in the way of Lego. I wouldn't be fussed. If others want it, sure. I just wouldn't be fussed. It's not a crossover I would really give much time and attention to. Full honesty. It'd be one of those that, if it happened, I'm like, hey, the people who like Lego are going to enjoy this. Cool. Speaking of, cool. We got a, basically a puzzle piece. One former for us. Those of you who thought we were going to get something Endo related, which was 9 of you, I'm very sorry, you're wrong once again. That is Mikulextaz with 4,010 spanners, the biggest better on that side. Oof, my dude. Oof. Nope, it's a former. It's a former. Bam. Honestly, not my favourite reward to get at this point, but I'll take it. Speaking of, did I actually set another former going in the foundry today? Probably not. Nope, because I've run out of blueprints. Well, I think I know what I'm doing first. Yep. I think I know what I want to do first, guys. I need to get myself a new former blueprint. Let's go sort that straight away. There we are, there's a capture. If you want in, you can come in, but I honestly don't mind either way. There's a common former. I need a former blueprint. Let's just go do that straight away. Yeah, no legendary core this time, but that, I mean, that's to be expected. You know, we can't be that lucky on stream. Can't be that lucky. Bladestorm for blueprint? I mean, it's an option, but I'd rather just do a quick capture, you know? Well, Mad Balcon Rabbit just redeemed Get 2035. We'll see you in a little bit over half an hour, my dude.
You are here on a
Bye-bye.
capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Alright. Where's some corrupted? None in there? Alright, let's go this way. Let's find some corrupted. Get ourselves that reactant, get ourselves the target, get ourselves a former blueprint, all that good stuff.
Back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Yoink. Are you corrupted? You are not. You are not. Nope. Go on. All they have to do is get corrupted by the void, and they're choosing not to. I don't know. Chat. It's universally recognised that capture is the fastest way, and therefore best way to open up relics, right? It's just the best. But, alright, Repan, you're getting timed out. There's a bad joke redemption for a reason. You don't want to have the defense? That's it, I got ya.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
As I was saying, so yeah, with capture, it's obviously the best way to open up a relic. It's just the best. That's a fact. However, that does also mean that it's rather a little bit imbalanced. Like, DE may not have intended relics to be opened up this quickly. I don't know if they've just sat on it for no good reason, or if they actually are okay with it and just leave all the other modes bad. But I'm taking the general assumption that, first of all, no former. What are you doing to me, game? Why? Why? Why is this? Whatever. Yeah, I'm taking the assumption that D would like to have the different modes be equal. So on that assumption, and assuming that they can't make modes like defense or survival fast for opening relics, how would you guys feel if capture was actually slowed down for relic opening? Like if the entire capture mission was designed to last more than 20 seconds. How would you feel about that, chat? Tentamosic saying capture is faster for single relics, but survival and defense are better in per relic opened. What do you base that on, Tentamosic? Do you base that on actually anything? Better in per relic opening? I mean, I don't even know what you mean by that. I genuinely do not know what you mean. Because if you mean you can open up more relics per hour, then you're wrong. And if you mean that you get a higher chance of getting what you want from a relic, then you're wrong. So I genuinely don't know what you mean by that. More ducats per hour? You'd be wrong again, for the same reasons. What do you mean that survival and defense are better in per relic opening? It's as a sentence doesn't actually mean anything. I'm seeing chat would be unhappy, 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 unhappy with capture getting longer. Alright. So that's a different approach altogether there, Trooper. That's just you get bored of capture missions. And that's perfectly valid. It doesn't mean it's more efficient, it just means you prefer doing different missions. So that's not a per relic basis. In fact, that has absolutely nothing to do with a per relic basis. That comes down to burnout prevention. Being able to open enough relics in an amount of time without just making yourself not want to play the game anymore. That is definitely a different thing entirely at that point. Completely different. Alright, we're going to have to run that again because I didn't get a formal blueprint. So we'll get on to what else I was planning as soon as we got this. Excuse me. Let's try that again, shall we? It's less taxing on the mind and body per relic. I mean, I actually do get rather bored of just pure survival, but fair enough, to each their own. When it comes down to personal preference on I like X game mode over Y game mode, that is literally just personal preference. When I'm talking about comparisons of efficiency and how one mission is definitely a lot better than most of the other options out there for relic opening, bringing in personal preference of I just prefer a mission over another doesn't really hold the same weight to it. It's a valid perspective to have, generally, but not on the efficiency side. What kind of engineer am I? I'm a engineer. I thought that was, you know, obvious with the name of the stream, but sure. If they wanted to make more mission types more accessible to relic farming, it would be better to improve the experience of the lesser used missions than ruin the experience of the most used mission. I mean, I get you there. I do get you. And I agree. I just wonder how D could actually do it. Because they could make it where you could open up multiple relics per wave, as it were. So you do 2 relics per 5 waves of defense rather than 1 relic. Or allow you to pick multiple rewards if you're in a group. And same with survival, they could do it 2 per 5 minutes. Different things along that line. They could make it with, say, oh, this is going to be a while, isn't it? Wait, no. I remember this. I remember. There's a trick. Aha! Got him! Who needs to wait for him to figure himself out? Got him! You just land on him. Haha! I remember that one. Anyway, as I was saying. Yeah. They could change things various different ways. And also then get around to fixing the whole reactant problem. Because that is a serious issue in a lot of the modes. Because capture, part of what makes it so easy is the fact that reactant just works. Whereas for other modes, reactant actually sucks, despite the fact that those modes are by design longer anyway. So yeah. I mean, that's fair enough, Trooper. I wouldn't say that survival and defense are really great at just handing out other resources, allowing you to do more things at once. Certainly your typical teams, they tend to split up all over the place on most defense and survival missions, and so your affinity goes nowhere either. I get you, I get you. Do endless missions give up? Oof, bloody hell, Vauban. I'm glad I saved that one. Do endless missions give other boosters? They do, yes. Endless missions do give boosters at increasing percentages. Those boosters are rather limited in how much of impact they have, but they do exist. You are right there. Can I please have a former blueprint? I already have this, I'm just going to grab that. Whatever. Yeah, boosters only really make much of a difference when it comes to Kuva farming. Outside of that, it's just, yeah. How come I like Lavos? He's a very tanky frame, very powerful frame in terms of damage application. He's got mobility options, self-healing option, crowd control, to a limited extent. Very limited. He's got no energy concerns whatsoever for very obvious reasons. He can just completely annihilate any ammunition worries. He's damn good overall. If you want to be lazy with him, you can. If you want to be hyper-focused, you can. It all works. Why no more AoE? So I'm taking a break from AoE weaponry today. I am taking a break from AoE attacks. So no Brahma, no Tsar, no Spore Lace, and no Glaive. I'm not even going to use Lavos' 4. I acknowledge and accept that he has some damage on his 1, 2, and 3. And I'll still use those abilities, but not for their damage. I am taking a break away from AoE damage today. I mean, Mr. Fox, that just sounds like we're zeroing in on the idea of maybe the whole reactant system just needs to go in the bin. Because if we keep finding ways to make reactant easier and easier and easier to the point that it's just nothing, then why do we even have it as a system? A game system should exist to challenge you, but reactant isn't a challenge. You either get it or you don't. You don't really have much in the way of control over it. The only control you have is to kill things more slowly, which is the game actively saying, I'm sorry, you're too good at this. Please stop being so good. And even then, it's an insult, because in other modes, it's like, no, I'll just give you 10 million reactant, it's fine. Is this a Venom skin on Lavos? No, this is just Lavos. This is just Lavos. He's got the same colours as you'll find in a lava field, like in Hawaii. He is Lava Lavos, or Lavos. Lavos. However you want to try and merge those two words together, depending on your accent. Yeah, the reactor system, I've said this many times, and I'm going to keep saying it. The reactor system is outdated. It is not an interesting game mechanic. It is not a helpful game mechanic. It is not a useful game mechanic. It has served its purpose, and now it is a nuisance. It should be removed. The only concern around its removal would be AFK leeching for relic opening, and that is simply solved by having the most basic of anti-AFK measures in place. Hey, there's Performer. If someone interacts with an objective, like picking up and putting in a power core for excavation, if they get 5 kills, or if they get their sorry ass to extraction, if they do any of those 3 things, give them the relic reward. That's it. No further questions. They've done something. They're not AFK. Because those 3 things, any one of those, is more involved than a basic reactant system. Because reactant, all you have to do is just walk through the map where all your allies have already done stuff and get to extraction anyway. It's already there. Just don't come in Lovas, it means beds in Lithuanian. I mean, fair enough, okay. Fair enough. Reactant could at least be shared, so it'd be a bit better. Doesn't solve the main issue, but would solve one. Thing is with that archer is that doesn't solve the actual reason reactant exists in the first place, which is an anti-AFK measure. The one actual purpose of reactant is anti-AFK, and just showing it across the squad creates that AFK problem. We don't see this as a problem so much in Railjack because, let's face it, not many people actually do Railjack Void Storms, hence why D have been putting more and more rewards over there. But yeah. I've basically never got to the end of a mission and gone, oh man, I am so glad that person didn't get enough reactant. They deserve that. Or, oh man, yeah, you know what? I deserve to not get enough reactant. That is on me. I messed up. I did this wrong. The only times I've ever felt remotely close to that is I've gone, ah, shit. The reactant system, it got in the way again. We didn't notice that it just wasn't happening. All the enemies decided to spawn nowhere. Whoops. Well, guess we get nothing. That's it. That's the feeling of no reactant right there. Remember a guy on YouTube encouraged people to AFK farm for void traces? Wow. That's just sad. That's genuinely just sad. Because if you're farming void traces, you're using void traces for what? Two things? Dragon keys, in which case they're really not that hard to get, or to refine relics. Now if you're refining relics, you're opening relics. And if you're opening relics, you're trying to get prime parts. And if you just open up other relics, you get prime parts and void traces. Amazing. There's literally no point to it. It's just absolute laziness, at which point just go play a different game, quite frankly. Go play a game which allows you to just idle at it, you know? So yeah. Have I ever played Polybridge? I have not played Polybridge. I don't know what that is. Fair do. Alright, now, we've got the former. Let me fill the former blueprint before I forget that again. I was about to there. Very nearly, but let's build that right now. There we go. Just keep that stock running as I should. And what I'd like to do is get us cracking onto these Steel Path incursions. We've got a survival, rescue, defense, rescue, and spy mission here. We got a few Steel Path incursions. I'd like to make my way through these first of all. So, Pendragon, Lanky Boy, Lord Dogbert, I hope you're up for it. I mean, look at your mastery ranks. You definitely should be. You know, MR30, you'll be fine. You've got a 10 Flux Rifle and 10 Diplos, you'll be fine. Got a 10 Arcoplasma, yeah, you'll be fine. So, let's crack our way through these. Let's crack our way through them. I'm just going to take them top to bottom. Why not? Why not? What about Solitaire? Which Solitaire Smuggler? I've played a couple variants of Solitaire that you'll get on Windows just by default. So yeah, I've definitely played that. I've played a couple other versions of Solitaire, although I couldn't name them to you. You're so close to Steel Path, but you're tired of Star Chart nodes? I mean, if you're close to Steel Path, that means you're also close to arbitrations. It means you're close to unlocking a variety of upgrades for play entirely. So, yeah. Star Chart's waiting for you, my dude. Get cracking. If you rank up every Warframe, that'll take you to MR20 with ease. I don't know if that's true or not. I'll have to take your word for it for now. Doesn't sound true, but what do I know? I haven't actually looked into it. I do know that MR29, 28, 29, 30 are a lot longer than the earlier ones, so could be. I just don't know. Alright, let's do this. How well is this weapon going to perform on the Steel Path, I wonder? Ooh, there's a synthesis target somewhere. Okay, let's do that. Let's focus on that. Where are we going? This way. Let's get hunting. I want to find it. This way? This way? Yep, this way. Move that way. Let's see. This way? Maybe? Yeah, this way, this way, this way. What I mean by there's no AoE? I mean, I'm not using any AoE today. Why are so many people coming in here thinking that D have deleted AoE? You know, it's possible for people to decide to not use AoE. Like, just as a choice. I know it sounds weird, but yeah. I'm just making things interesting. I've lost the direction with that. Which way are we going? This way. No, Fantakiller. They just deleted your AoE because they decided you're too much of a scrub to be allowed to use it. Hey, here we go. Got the target. Hello, meanie. Ancient Disruptor. Oh no, my energy. What am I going to do? Oh no. I'm going to wait for people to get closer and then we'll deal with it. Okay. It just took a nap. That's not something you see every day. There we are. I know Immortal Legend. It's mad, isn't it? It's like MR30 and using a gun that doesn't explode? Perish a thought. But seriously, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. That is what I'm doing today. I'm focusing on not using AoE weaponry. And we're going to see why no one does that at our level, obviously. I mean, I can just be a bullet hose, you know? Don't even need to properly aim for that, just throw up some bullets in the general direction of enemies, occasionally switch to a specific target that's making my life more difficult, shoot through a door because punch through is a thing. I can do that. Hello Evie, how you doing today? Quick tactical reload. Yeah, if you're not using an AoE weapon, you basically want to be using a bullet hose in this game because it's a horde shooter and we get some impressively powerful weaponry. I mean, look at this. Even now, I'm not exactly dicking around entirely. We've got a Saren on the team. We've got my Lavos here on the team. I am going for kills. And look at the life support. That life support is struggling. As is Lanky Boy. Lanky Boy was also struggling. Toxley says, ha, imagine having to worry about tanking. Lavos shrunk. Well, it sure looks like the map's broken. It does give that kind of impression, doesn't it? Just, you know what? I'm just going to wall hack. That's how it feels. I have this. Ah, yeah, someone just grabbed a life support. I was about to say, we are getting a bit low there. Oh, hello. Meanie pants. Let's just gun. 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 Gun? There you go. Can't see him. There he is. Let's die, please die, please die. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. He's hitting me. There we go. With our combined spam bullets, we occasionally got there. We eventually did it. Let's switch to another bullet hose. One with radiation, which is far less suitable for this. Where's that enemy? Oh, there they are. I could see them on my radar, I just couldn't quite pinpoint their location. But yeah, we managed to make through this mission. I'm just going to stand in the toxin for a bit. My Sentinel's going to take damage, but I'm just going to laugh at it. Like, please. This is Lavos we're talking about. A little bit of toxin is not going to kill me. I don't care how steel this path may be. We can have a little bit of toxin. Who needs AoE when you have Verglass? I mean, Verglass isn't an AoE either. But it does get work done slowly.
Extraction is available if you need it.
Penguin's finally getting Lavos out of the microwave. Nice. Make sure to finish off with like 10 minutes in the oven proper. You know, just give them that nice golden brown coating. Really adds that little bit of crunch. Just started building Bone Widow. So much mining needed for that. Yeah. This is probably a bad time to tell you, Penguin, that my next video is going to be all about being more effective at mining. And all the bits and pieces that Warframe doesn't tell you about how you can mine more effectively. So, yeah. But hey, you've already done it. It's fine. You don't need to think about it. It's fine. Oh, I didn't check actually on the Discord. What happened with the bot? Did the bot in the end ping? The bot did not ping. Okay, yeah. Well, let's do our own ping. It's only an hour late. You know, let's just send out a ping now. Oh hey, the bot forgot to do this. Hashtag fire the bot. There we go. There we are. That's sent out there. Oh. Boom. I don't know why the bot just decided not to do what it should be doing, but sure. Alrighty then. 20MAR22 is picking Ash for the next frame. Sure, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. A blind guy playing saying, or asking, are any of the new augments worth using right now, or are they still underwhelming? When you say new augments, are you referring to a new batch have come out, or the ones which have been buffed? Which are you referring to? Well, I can't remember what the last set of new ones were. Referring to the buffed augments. Okay, so mostly the buffed augments don't really seem to matter all that much, I'll be quite honest. We did cover them over in a previous stream, at least as a looking at it. I don't think I can get access to any of the Ash ones here. No. Okay, so if I went through this, I could. But what we did find is that with Smoke Shadow at the very least, this one, that 150% critical chance whilst invisible, kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. That's a heck of a lot of critical chance, which you can stack on various other sources at the same time, so that could do quite nicely. I haven't done any testing around if it works with any other invisibilities as yet, because I don't have the augment to test with. But yeah, aside from that, most of the other changes, some of them were nice, some of them were questionable. Most of them weren't exactly game-changing, they were more along the line of tweaks here or there. And then there was the Hydroid one, and one of the Hydroid ones. Corrosive Barrage. Yeah. Alright, let's get a stat stick for Ash. Because if I'm going to be using Ash, I want to be using a stat stick. I think I put my stat stick build here? Yes, there we go. Alright, cool. It's missing a mod. Why is it missing a mod? What mod have I... Where's it? What? No, wait. It's had that. Why did that? Oh, I must have swapped that to demonstrate someone's like, that's what you want to do. Okay, there we go. Wait. No, hang on. What? Something's gone wrong here. I must have messed with this at some point. We got attack speed, because that's needed for this, yeah. Got the maximum attack speed bonus you can get on the Ash stat sticks, that's fine. Combo count and minus combo duration, yep, that's fine. Combo duration buff, that's fine. And it's just pure damage that he's affected by, isn't it? But yeah, it's probably fine. Weeping Wounds? Weeping Wounds doesn't matter to Ash as a stat stick. No, I didn't. That's why I've also not got Blood Rush on there, you'll notice. Just doesn't matter to him. That's why there's a very specific stat stick for him. So yeah, I don't know why I had the downgraded pressure point on there. That was odd. I might have been showing someone like, well, you can just use normal, or I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Penguin Bad Joke. Did you hear about the bread factory burning down? They say the business is toast. Wow. Yeah, wow. Okay. Moving on from that. Alright then, this is a long cloak one. We don't want a long cloak. This is super high range Endless Lullaby. Hey, someone just asked about Endless Lull Ash, perhaps. Well, there you go. Apparently I have a build for that exact idea, just lying around. But I'm not going to be using that one. Maximize duration and all the gladiator mods? Nope. Is this what I want to be going for? Really high strength, decent range, duration efficiency. No real tank to speak of. Could be a bit dangerous, so what I'm going to do is mitigate that a little bit. I'm going to drop this strength mod here for a rolling guard. I can't fit that on. There we go. That works. Just give myself that little bit extra protection here. Arcane Strike is probably not necessary. No, that's definitely not necessary. Let's skip out on that one. Let's go for... I don't think I can use any of the finisher ones because I've just not got enough of them, have I? No. No, I haven't. So I need to purchase those at some point. So let's just go for consequence. Why not? Maximum yeet. Let's do it. Miss Fox with a bad joke. My brother pranked me by throwing a stick of butter at me. How dare he? Oh, bloody hell. From Zomtronic, what do you think about Titania power-wise? I think she's very strong. Jesus Christ. Rhino Zerka. If Satan started going bold, there would be hell to pay. There we are, sorry. We're all good now. We're all good. Alright, let's move on. Yeah. It's fine. No problems here. No complaints, no issues, no... Yeah, we're good, we're good. Let's just go do this rescue mission, shall we? Let's go rescue someone. Yeah, I am seriously regretting Taliban joke existing at this point. You guys are incessant with it. I might just up the price to 2,000. Zom saying if Warframe was 2D, Titania wouldn't be a fairy, should be a sprite.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all.
I mean, that's at least halfway intelligent about it, but at the same time, god damn it, Zom. Oh, that's not going to give me energy. Nope, I switched to Naramon. That'll give me energy though. Thank you. How's my combo doing? I have 15 combo. Not 15 multiplier, just 15.
There's no telling what the
There we are. We got a multiplier. We got some bonus damage now.
find the holding cell immediately.
Woke up. We just paint them all like this, and you see the damage just starts ticking in. And it's going to take a moment for it to get through their shields. But you see, it gets there. You know? Oop. Keep that cloak up.
I'm in your debt.
Of course, we don't really need to be doing damage because we're on a rescue mission. I'm just going to carry Ash over to the next mission. I'm definitely carrying Ash to the next mission.
I can fight too.
Just going to casually teleport ahead a little bit, don't mind me. I could just teleport back to Pendragon, so I don't have to do the parkouring. Pendragon does it for me. There we are. Easy mode. Easy mode.
Here will serve you well.
Penguin saying, why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin. Not even gets. God damn it. Damn it. You guys like this? S. Thomas saying, quick random question. With the introduction of the Vassalok Gunblade, does it outperform the Stropher with its higher status and slash? That's an interesting question, actually. That is a very interesting question. Outperform the Stropher is an interesting one to talk about. Let's grab Stropher and Vassalok real quickly and just have a look at the stats to get us started there in terms of a comparison. So, what we can see with the projectiles here, the base damage of the Vassalok is a little bit lower, and the critical stats are absolutely monumentally lower. Now, this is not a small amount. Okay, this is absolutely staggering in terms of a difference in damage potential. We've got a multi-shot of 9.0, however. So that's status per projectile at 10% rather than 14. It's then across 9 shots. You do get a hell of a lot of status out of this, but this is a huge downgrade in damage. You have to remember, if you go for a combo heavy attack build, or just a combo build in general, then you're going to be able to bring this critical chance sky high with the likes of Blood Rush. And if you go for a pure heavy attack build, you've still got a lot coming from the Sacrificial set. Your Sacrificial set on heavy attack gives you a 500% bonus, I want to say. So you'll gain 150 crit chance on the Stropher versus, well, over a third less on the Vassalok. I don't want to do the math in my head right now. Figure it out yourself. It's 80%. Never mind, we got there. And as well with the critical multiplier, it's significantly lower. But the damage output of the Stropher per shot should be, and is, a lot higher. A hell of a lot higher. However, the range on the Vassalok is considerably longer. Stropher is very much shotgun range, whereas the Vassalok can actually get into your medium range. 49 meters is nothing to sniff at there. It's got a, for some reason, just a limited puncture on it, whereas Stropher, I'm pretty sure, has unlimited puncture. So, not sure what's going on there. So overall, at a glance, it would seem reasonable to say that the Stropher is better, right? It's shorter range, but it's stronger. And Oceano is already reading through into the next thing though. What makes the Vassalok so incredible is Shattering Impact. Shattering Impact is a very curious mod. Impact damage reduces enemy armor by 6. Yeah. How much is 6 armor? You know, we don't get to know visibly in-game how much armor enemies have at any given point in time. You'd think the higher level they are, the more armor they have, and so the less valuable this is. And impact damage, how does that actually interact with like the fact you've got different damage types? Well, it turns out Shattering Impact cheats twice over. First of all, it doesn't care how much impact damage you have, or impact procs even. You just need to have impact. Just having it present is enough. And as for the amount of armor, yeah, Carlos, I'm getting there, don't you worry. As for the amount of armor drained, it doesn't reduce enemy armor by 6. It reduces the enemy's base armor by 6, which effectively is like taking base damage out of your weapon. It's before all of the modifiers come into play. Those modifiers usually being their level. So with 6 per hit of impact damage, and with a multi-shot here, where'd it go? A multi-shot of 9, each shot, if you connect all of those pellets, and that's reasonable to do, will take off 54 base armor. Flyer, swinging a melee is not a ranged attack, so we're allowing it. Hello, Esprit, how are you doing today? Let me have a look here, guys. Let me have a look here. If we go to factions, we'll just filter by Grenier. Your armoured units, Elite Lancer, very common unit, everyone faces them all the time. They have 200 alloy armour. Now if you're stripping 54 armour per shot in 4 shots at any level, the Elite Lancer now has no armour. That's it, just completely gone. 0 armour left in 4 attacks. They could be level cap, no armour, gone. They'll be as weak as an infested unit at that point. With the Trooper, they only have 150 armor. 3 shots, all gone. Scorpion, 150 armor. 3 shots, all gone. Even if you look at your typically more tanky units, you got your Heavy Gunner, 500 armor. 10 shots, all gone. 10 shots, and 10 shots is quick to do. You think 10 melee attacks, blap, 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 blap. That's it, you're done. I don't know if that was 10. Let's assume that was 10 blaps. 10 blaps, no more armor whatsoever. This is assuming they don't just isolate slash procs. True, yeah. If you've got a very powerful setup, you can also just kill them outright with the slash procs. But the thing is, the Vassalok, because of this ability right here, this weapon scales indefinitely against all factions. Because any faction that dares to bring out armored units, you just delete the armor again. It's no longer a question, it's no longer a concern. This mod is one of the worst for describing just how good it is. But there you are. And so the Vassalok versus the Stropher, they occupy different areas. The Stropher deals a lot more damage, but only up close. Whereas the Vassalok can make insane use of its armor stripping ability, and it fires much further. For some reason the game just doesn't want to talk about that armor strip too much. It just kind of just gives you this nebulous, reduces enemy armor by 6. And I'm sure everyone who's ever looked at this mod for the first time has no idea off the top of their head how much armor an enemy actually has. They just kind of go 6, but I have hundreds of armor. I'm not an enemy unit. They're tankier than me. So yeah. Vassalok is pretty damn dope because of that. It's pretty damn dope. And as you can see, with the Sacrificial set here, I've not got fully ranked up mods, but with the Sacrificial set, already it's got set up for a heck of a lot of critical chance. The crit chance will be even higher than it shows there, because you get double on the heavy attack. I don't think the heavy attack stats take that into account visibly here, no. But yeah. So between the two of them, Vassalok, I would say, is the more potent. But it doesn't have that same blap potential as the Stropher. The Vassalok takes a little bit more work. Like I say, the only gunblade I have is Redeemer Prime. I mean, Redeemer's damn good as well. It's stayed a mainstay of being an Eidolon weapon for a very long time, for a very good reason, yeah. True, yeah. As Zompo post there, Stropher doesn't have slash damage, yeah. So that does also make an impact. Impact. Yeah. What was the 3-burst one again? Sharper? Sarper? Probably thinking of Sarper. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one's one that throws out projectiles as well. But it's nowhere near as good for the job. Nowhere near as good. Welcome back, Penguin. Alright, now I was using the Broken Scepter because I need the build that has my stat stick on it. Still using Ash for the moment. Lack of pellets and just overall worse stats, yeah, sure. Alright, let's give this another running. Oh, we got a defense on Lith. Sure, why not? Why not? How do you make the Redeemer do more damage? Can't get it past 1.5k. I mean, if you can't get the Redeemer past 1,500 damage, you might want to start looking at actually using some mods. I'll show you the build, but we're about to go into a mission. You might want to actually put some mods in your weapon there, dude. If you can't get past 1.5k damage, yikes. I don't even know where to begin with that. Yeah, Redeemer Prime is closer in effect to the Stropher. It lacks any slash capability. It also lacks the ability to armor strip because it doesn't have impact on its attacks. At least on the pellets of it. But it can put out a hell of a lot of damage. I believe it puts out a little bit less damage than the Stropher, but the damage that the Redeemer does, Redeemer Prime this is at longer range than the Stropher. So there's your trade-off there. Also, it sounds heavier, if that's your thing. Alright, let's get to work on these guys. Can I hit? I don't know if I'm even hitting them. I didn't think I did. But I've still got some combo going, so that's nice. I'm just giving them a quick few flicks with the staff there to help bring up my combo some. And that improves the damage there of this. 28,000 per hit. I mean, that is not a small amount of damage here on the Steel Path. 70,000. Okay, that was definitely a viral enhanced to hit right there. I can just kind of sit back and let them do it, you know? Just go find the next ones to put some hurt into. Ash's invis isn't the best, but his damage output with his clones is pretty damn stonks. I mean, Eevee, that feels like a cop-out. Because if you're going to say that they each have their own uses, then you want to say, okay, so which one's better for what, you know? Obviously, the simple question of, oh, which is better generally, is a bit of a dumb question, because it doesn't take into account that nuance. It's like saying, what's the best Warframe? But it's a question asked from naivety, of not understanding that questions can have a little bit more nuance going on than that. You know, it's just a bit of naivety. And then you get someone like Flyer who thinks there is one simple answer to who's the best Warframe, and clearly is thinking they're funny. Them and everyone else on Reddit. There is a reason Reddit is a cesspool. AoE nerfed? Nope, AoE has not been nerfed. Jesus Christ. I've really gone for a bad title today, guys, haven't I? I've really gone for a bad stream title. AoE has not been nerfed. AoE has not been nerfed. I have been nerfed. I have just taken off my AoE weapons. That's all. You don't need crit chance on a Riven for Ash stat stick? Correct. Crit chance does not do anything for Ash's stat stick. If you want to know what does do anything for an Ash stat stick, type ! stat stick into the chat here. It's a bait title? It's not a bait title. I am literally not using an AoE weapon. When I say no more AoE, I am literally not using any more AoEs today. There's nothing bait about that. You just assume something else from it. I can't help that, dude. If you want, I can put a full manifesto in a title. It's called No, I'm Not Actually Going to Do That. I'm being facetious. Everyone's mistrust in Warframe. Hey, if you guys really think they're going to just get rid of AoE in this game, that's on you. If anyone genuinely is flicking through Twitch and goes, oh, D got rid of AoE? Holy shit. No. No. Christ on a bike, no. Hell, if it had happened, there'll be a little bit more than just one channel talking about it. Cool guys, don't look at the enemies they kill. I mean, I am streaming, so how much do you think I'm really paying attention to the enemies around me, you know? I'm just kind of aiming in the direction where the minimap says they should be and hoping I'm doing well. It gets there. Although I can look at this one, just to demonstrate that an unscaled primary weapon does definitely struggle. If you switch between weapons in this game, with the galvanized mods, they just suck. They really do. It takes a lot more effort to maintain multiple weapons at once. Which is ironic because they brought in the dexterity arcanes, trying to not do that. But without galvanized shot and without galvanized chamber in place, galvanized aptitude, they're just not ready to fight. 750 Watt saying, for non-AoE weapons, I think that Prime Firestorm should increase their bullet radius or volume. Whilst that would certainly be a way to give those weapons more of an area of effect, as it were, I don't know if turning every weapon into a wide projectile weapon is really the way to go. I'm not sure what the way to go is, quite frankly. That's a very long discussion, that one, but just making every weapon a Fulmin or Nataruk light, probably not really the way to go. Are element mods on stat sticks pointless? On some stat sticks. On some stat sticks. Because some sticks will use elements and some won't. And for that, you simply just have to check out the stat stick video I made for you guys. I've covered it all there. You can make sure you got yourself a very suitable setup. The only change I make to that stat stick guide is obviously if you have dexterity arcanes, you can get away with not using combo duration mods, but that's about it. Otherwise, the lessons are still all the same. Hello Mythic, how are you doing today? An 8 punch through with a cone shape for every single target weapon. I mean, it's not much of a single target at that point. That sounds like a shotgun. If you can hit in a cone with total AoE, total punch through like that, through the cone, you are very far removed from single target as a definition. Alright, can I hit this guy with the Sabby Sabbies and do they hurt him? Not massively by the looks of it. Not massively. No, maybe if he had no slash blocks on him already, my slash blocks might hit harder. But as it stands, it's not doing a lot. Where's that last guy? Hello, mate. Goodbye, mate. Oh, that wasn't the last one. There's one over here as well. Blah. Ah, there's another last one. God damn it. Game juking me. Game been juking me today, guys. Today Sawyer saying, I feel like Nasruk was a step in the right direction, not being an actual AoE weapon. Just thick. I mean, as wide projectiles for you. You got the Archoplasma and Foreman already doing that for a very long time. I still don't know if I'd say it's a step in the right direction, though, because just making it a wide projectile doesn't make them equivalent to AoE weapons. But what it does do is it means that aiming is increasingly less important. And I don't really know if that's a good idea as to a way to go about balancing. Like, the answer to, oh look, there's these weapons where you don't need to aim, you just clear out a room, shouldn't really be, let's make it where nothing needs to aim, in my opinion. I feel like that's addressing the wrong problem. Just creating more of the same problem rather than fixing it. Whatever the fix would be. It's difficult, because why are AoE weapons not in use everywhere? Why do we not see AoE weapons in use permanently in other games? In hell, even in real life tactical situations? Why is the FBI not going into every raid armed with 1,000 rocket launchers, you know? Why do they not just grenade every room until there's nothing left alive in there? Why is war not just one big tactical nuke? You know? And when you look at those, and then you look to Warframe, you realise that all of the issues that mean that AoE isn't in perma-use in those other arenas, both real and fictional, all of those other issues do not exist here in Warframe. You do not have to worry about accidentally blowing up yourself, your allies, or anything you're trying to protect here in Warframe. You do not have to concern yourself with structural damage. That you might accidentally just blow a hole in the side of the spaceship you're raiding, that you might just create craters everywhere, you might destroy the loot you're trying to acquire. None of that's a concern here in Warframe. Ammo concerns, like you can only carry so many AoE explosions. They tried that with the Brammer. They really did, apparently. Look where we're at. Do I need an arcane trickery? I'll get around to buying it, don't worry, Lanky Boy. Not a concern right now. Real King Khan was saying, just getting back into Warframe, I forgot to like everything. Hey, that means you get to relearn the game, re-experience it. That's a nice feeling, surely. You've got all these fancy toys, but you get to re-experience what's there to enjoy in the game. That sounds good. Single target weaponry is just weaker for single target enemies than AoE weapons. There is that aspect as well, that AoE weapons are very powerful. If we do a quick comparison here. Grab me Spore Lacer. Oh, there goes Lanky Boy. Okay. Have to go, but thank you for the runs. Thank you for joining us, Lanky Boy. It's been a good having you on. You take care, dude. So looky here. I've got Spore Lacer versus my Rattle Guts. Now, granted, this one's using a Splat Gibber, whereas for the Spore Lacer, what we're using over here, we're using Splat Haymaker. So it's not a fair comparison directly. But if we look straight away, just at the starting stats here, my Spore Lacer has a higher critical chance, multiplier, and status chance. Okay, cool. The fire rate's not there, so the status is nowhere near as high overall, but yeah, it's got some higher stats to begin with, and then it's got this huge ass AoE. And this fires into bomblets, and whilst the magazine is 1/6 of the size, I can just infinitely reload it. It's rechargeable. Other secondaries, other primaries, all AoE weapons are just on par, if not better, for single target damage. You're very right. And so then the single target weapons, they just can't keep up with that stuff. They genuinely just cannot keep up. The few weapons which can pull ahead for single target damage, like your sniper rifles, like your Rubico. Yeah, if we do a comparison of that one to say, oh, the Tenet Envoy. Well, I've forgotten how to spell and how to backspace. There we go. You look at a comparison here. The Tenet Envoy does have lower stats in terms of its crits, and but even then, you look at the base damage per shot. We got 187 versus 640 base damage per shot. Granted, the crits, the headshot bonuses, they can scale up quite nicely with the Rubico, but that's absolutely bonkers. That's absolutely bloody bonkers, right? I don't think I have the Zymos at the moment. No, Oceano, you're right. You're right. I mean, what right does a rocket launcher have to come in with base damage? What's that, like 4 times? It's about 4 times higher, isn't it? 187, that'd be 36374, 6748. It's not far off, 4 times higher. So as much as the crits are quite a bit lower, that's still a hell of a lot of an increase on a weapon that then has an AoE of 8 bloody meters radius, and we can improve that further. It's mad! It's absolutely mad just how powerful AoE is in this game. Also, of the 2 weapons you'd expect to have a 100 accuracy stat, would it be the rocket launcher or the sniper? Would it be the rocket launcher or the sniper to have the 100 accuracy stat? I had to double check there, make sure I hadn't selected these the other way around, was lambasting nothing. No, seriously. Seriously. The accuracy on a rocket launcher is 100, but the accuracy on a sniper rifle isn't. Granted, when you scope in, it's fine, but like, why is the hipfire accuracy on the rocket launcher need to be perfect? It's a guided rocket launcher. Why is it not inaccurate when not guided? You see where my confusion comes in? But there's the style of that kind of stuff. Oceano saying, it's a good point about AoE damage just being way higher. Do you think when they buff guns with galvanized mods, they should have re-looked at the base stats of rifles, etc.? That's an entirely different topic for them to tackle. You know, that at that point, we're talking about an entire rebalancing of all weapons in the arsenal. That's huge. Not just a little bit, that's absolutely colossal. I suppose a fairer comparison would be to compare another newer weapon to that new weapon, because they are both new. Oops. Compare it on a newer scale. So Tenet Envoy versus the Tenet Flux Rifle. Flux Rifle has lower crit stats. Massively lower crit stats, in fact. Its fire rate is a little over 15 times higher. Let's just round it up for ease's sake. Let's say it's 20 times higher fire rate. Okay? It's not actually that, but it's about 20 times higher. 20 times 22 comes out to 440. A direct hit from the Tenet Envoy does 740 before crits. Its crits are higher. How the hell is single target supposed to compare to that? How? How does single target compare to that? These two came out at the same time. And don't worry about these percentages here. These aren't counted in these base stats. We're looking at them as they are flat before the 60%, which will just give you the same bonus. It's mad! Even saying this is 20 times the fire rate. What's the actual amount? That's bugging me now. I'm saying 20. It's about 18 times. It's 18 times the fire rate. So even if we ignored it and said no, it's 20. 440 damage before crits versus 640 explosion, 100 direct. What is going on there? And sure, the Flux Rifle can put out some slash. The Flux Rifle can put out some slash, because there is no way in hell that you could ever get slash to work with the Tenet Envoy. There is no way that you could get slash on the Tenet Envoy, is there? So the Tenet Flux Rifle at least has that going for it, right, guys? Right? Right? Is there any wonder why AoE is so heavily used in this game when it's not even viable statistically? If they were two single target weapons, the Tenet Envoy would just be a monster for single target damage as well. The only downside at that point would be the fire rate. He's mad. I'm going to go Flux Rifle for now. I've talked about it, might as well bring it out. We also have a request from a blind guy playing for a Voltamelon. Let's go grab ourselves a Voltamelon. Sorry, Copper Volt. You do look awesome, but we're not allowed to use Redo right now. We're using the Voltamelon. I don't have 60% on the Envoy. No, I don't have 60% on the Envoy. Admalek. And surprisingly enough, it actually takes time to go and do these things. And I don't have time to go grind up a last few percent on there. I mean, let me tell you how much damage improvement that'll make there. Okay? We go from 151.3% of base to 160. That would give me a whopping 5.75% damage bonus. 5.75% higher damage per shot. I don't really want to spend 1.5 hours, maybe more, on 5.75% damage right now, quite frankly. Not to mention, that's assuming that I get something that would valence into this. I would actually need to spend probably closer to 3 hours, because I'd need to go and get 2 weapons to valence that up to the max. Hello, Phantom. I assume you're here on the stream as well. Otherwise, what? Oh, I know I use it a lot. But, yeah. I use it a lot more often than not here on stream. When I'm not on stream, most of my time on Warframe is actually spent on either researching, planning, recording for the next video. Most of my game time for Warframe is actually here on the stream, believe it or not. Most of my game time at this point is here on the stream. And I don't have the time to go cracking out these all the time. You guys don't want to be seeing that all the time. Hello, PH4, PH3. Hope you're having an acidic day to your namesake. Can I show my Vault build? I've got a go-to one. Yeah, we can have a look at that real quick. This is apparently my go-to Vault build. What is this build? What is this build? Going for lots of strength here, so I guess, yeah, we'll just call this an all-rounder. It gives you plenty of speed. It gives you a pretty nice speed multiplier for a decent duration. Discharge does some good work. You get, you've got these two just existing. They don't really matter much. Mostly this one is focused on the speed and discharge by the looks of it, yeah. This is an all-rounder when the going is not tough. Your Phantom. Hello there. I've also got a Shock Trooper build here. Again, we're growing power this time. Rather than Steel Charge, I think, yeah, I've just got Steel Charge here to make sure everything fits. More form would fix that. Any form would fix that. We're growing power on this one. Shock Trooper, the idea there. Hey, look at that. Bonus electric damage. And then defensively here, we're using Adaptation, Rolling Guard, just kind of keep alive generally speaking. It's a bit lazy, but it works. What is this build? This is a capacitance build, so this one tanks through the use of this ability. It's not focused on the damage, we don't need the damage. We get a little bit, but not lots. But that's still enough to just give you loads and loads of overshields. And then tanking with these ones. This one's a lot more focused on just kind of tank and a little bit of crowd control. And then what do we got here? What is this build? This build was for testing purposes because I have a lightning rod on here. So this one does not matter, it's not a build. So yeah, I'm going to bring out the capacitance one for a bit. Let's do it. Let's bring out these weapons. We don't need the Broken Scepter anymore because we're not using Ash. Let's bring out Nikana Prime. Let's do that. Would Harrow with Limbo's Rift Haven be good for Eidolon lures now? Honestly, never tried it, Non-Fat Below. Never tried it, so I couldn't say if it would be good for Eidolon lures or not. Couldn't really tell you. Let's see. Let's do this rescue mission. Let's do the rescue. We got Pendragon here. I've noticed a couple of the others have popped out for the moment. So if you guys want to be joining us on some more Steel Path missions as we get cracking on through these, send me a message in game. I'll bring you on into the squad and we'll take it from there. Beard, I just noticed your bad joke. God damn it, dude. God damn it, Beard. Alright, let's crack this. Give us some speed. We go this way. Is it me or does this speed... Oh, right, this is a low strength build. That speed is doing nothing. Never mind. I was wondering, why is this speed boost doing nothing? That's because this one's not designed to go fast. This one's designed to give overshields. There we go. Don't worry, eventually we'll start killing them. There we go. Yikes. Just yikes, you know. You would join, but you've only just unlocked Steel Path. I mean, if you're on PC, it doesn't matter if you've only just unlocked it. You can join in for the incursions. That's part of the reason they exist. They allow you to access stuff ahead of time, as it were. There we are. We're racking up a little bit of healing now from that capacitance. In fact, I'm all the way up to max overshields, but I'm just going to keep popping that there because it'll keep on giving shields to me and my allies. Keep us all nice and healthy. Shweep. Oh, they're all dead. I misjudged that. I misjudged that a second time. Somehow I misjudged it a third time. There we go. Jesus Christ. Apparently I haven't done that style of jump in a while. And it was pointless me coming in here because it got solved straight away. Ah! These missions, they are so designed for teammates to work together, aren't they? Oh, I have no energy. I've been using a lot of Yeet Loki over the last few days, and so I've gotten used to his bullet jumps. And this Bolt definitely does not have those bullet jumps. Bolt definitely does not have that. Yet to unlock Steel Path, but happy to squad for focus farming. Well, we're not doing that, Phantom, but okay. Good to know. And we're done. Alright then. At least that mission's sorted. There's a Voltamelon for you. I noticed the join command's not working there. That is because I turned it off for a previous stream, but we can have that back on now. So let me fix that real quickly there for you. Let me go fix that join command. There we are. It's active again. I disabled it for the Apex stream for hopefully obvious reasons. Nostrius the Smiler saying, hey there. Thanks for the super duper good tip on the Riven video. Overframe build and Riven testing. Magnificent. Thanks. You're welcome, dude. Glad it's been working out there for you. And the random wants to go into another mission. Let's not have that. Let's not be having that. Let's bring back Pendragon. There you go. Troy Kingslayer 2000. Hello, if you don't mind, I can join. Yeah, sure, come on in, dude. Damn, you've had that account for a while. Back from 2007? The game wasn't even out then. That's impressive. You may indeed join Flyer. There we go. And that gives us a full squad. Alright. Now, unfortunately, this last mission of the incursions, this one's going to be a little bit more funky. Because you see, Wolvens has made a request that only the most only the most sadistic of people will request. Wolvens, knowing that we are doing Steel Path, has decided to request full random loadout. Full random loadout. Now, I'm going to make a caveat to this. It's not an AoE day today, so if I randomize into AoE, I will re-roll until at least the primary, secondary, and melee are not AoE weapons. That's what we're rolling here. Oh shit. Opticore, Neural Parasite, that chains. Quellor, is that AoE? Paracesis and Aclex aren't. Is Quellor AoE? I can't remember. Quellor is not AoE, I want to say. I don't think it is, no. Has an AoE charge. I mean, the charge doesn't show a radius on it. Are you sure it's an AoE? That's what I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it. Let's have a look at it. Quellor, Warframe. Alt fire. Blah, 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 blah. Single powerful shot travels up to 26 meters with infinite punch through. Okay, I see. It's one of those. You know what? Because otherwise we could be rolling forever, I'm going to let it pass. So let's see what we can make of these then. For Steel Path, I should probably find out what mission we're going on to. Because that's definitely going to affect my building here. That is definitely going to affect it. We have got a spy mission. Never mind, I can bring whatever I damn well please. We got lucky on this one. We got lucky. Alright then. Let's make sure this is ready for... what do you call it? Let's make sure this is ready for the Acolyte. So, I'm going to drop the Bane of Grenier there. I'm instead going to grab... see if I can get a corrosive build on this. Can I? Maybe? Oh, it's already got cold on here. Oh. I mean, I could do viral with it, but yeah. Oh, might as well then. It's internal bleeding anyway. What frame did I get? I have got Wukong Prime. This. So, as you can see, this spy mission is going to be done easily. Hello, Trask. How you doing today? Aclex Prime. Never mind. We'll just ignore that that exists. And this Paracesis will just have to do. Yeah. It's a heavy attack viral build for some reason. So, sure. Let's just go with it. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Thank you for asking, Trask. I am slowly making my way through this mug of tea, so it's all good. Alrighty. Well, let's go do a spy mission. With some of the worst weapons I could be bringing along to a spy mission, but sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I should probably, as we load in, let me quickly make an amendment to this. If I'm quick about it. We swap you out, and oh god. Actually, no, I do still want... oh, bollocks, I can't find the sacrificial one. Where did it go? That'll do. Whoops. Have I ever tried out a level cap disruption? No, I haven't. I've done a very high level disruption, but we didn't get to level cap. We were just going as many rounds as we could, which is kind of a kitchen sink setup. Level cap doesn't really interest me in this game, like at all. So I usually ignore it. Oh, sugar, I didn't check which build my Wukong Prime was on. This is not my standard Wukong Prime build. That's not my standard Wukong Prime. Is this a second Wukong? Do I have two? I might have two Wukongs and not realized. That's a problem. That is a problem because it means I have no energy. This is a Seeking Shuriken Wukong against the Corpus. What? What? At least I have Rolling Guard on here, but what? Colin is down? Oh no, Colin, not Colin. Yeah, we're just going to leave the mower. Why do I have two for testing? I might. I don't know if I even have two, but the fashion is different. And this is really confusing me. Like, why do I have a completely different Wukong just sat around? What's it doing? Why did it change my fashion? At least the duration seems good, so I can fly through this alright. So that works. This is very confusing. I really should learn to check my frame builds and not just my weapons. Did I use this Wukong for the leaderboard? Not with this duration, I wouldn't. Oh, maybe. Maybe? Maybe? Seeking Shuriken, though. Oh, someone's already doing this one. I'm not going in there. I ain't messing that up. What we got in there? We've got Ivara, Titania, and Octavia in there at the moment, and I'm getting shot from behind. I am invulnerable for 30 seconds. Mwahaha! You thought you outsmarted me, but I have outsmarted your outsmartening! Also called, I apparently just didn't pay attention. Finisher! That didn't even kill him. Oh my, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yep. I set up a finisher and it didn't even scratch the guy. That is... God damn it. That's just disappointing.
They fought well.
What kind of content brings me the most enjoyment in this game? I'd like to do a variety of things, but mostly I like to do the stuff where it's clearly been designed and balanced. Level cap is just... They took the slider and they went... Zip, set it to maximum. Eventually you get there, but you know what I mean. It's an extrapolation of the systems beyond the design parameters, and it's just not interesting to me. I don't want to spend 2, 3, 4 hours on the same mission. Just, oh, something interesting over there. Just grinding up the levels for level's sake, especially when the rewards don't increase with it. I do play this game for the loot. It's a looter shooter. Yeah. The gameplay and options at that level just don't interest me at all. They just really don't. But there you are, Wolvens. You had your random loadout. I didn't even check the Wukong, but let's have a look now. What Wukong build was this one? It was a Seeking Shuriken standard build. So if there was armor to strip, actually, yeah, standard Earth, it's got grown power. If there was armor to strip, I could strip it, but there wasn't. So yeah, that went interestingly. Try to say I'm trying to get the second dream quest, but I can't get it. It's too hard. When you say you can't get the second dream quest, what are the requirements for that one again? This one? Like, what was the requirements to actually get that quest? Wasn't that around, like, Saturn or something? Gonna show me rewards, Lecter. No, it wasn't there. Did he get Uranus? Yeah. So to get the second dream quest, you just need to do the Neptune Junction, which means you need to do the quest Natar. I don't remember that one being problematic. You need to defilt Tyrega, complete any 5 missions on Uranus with only a melee equipped. I mean, that's just, yeah. You're stuck on the last 2. And open a cache during sabotage mission on Uranus. Okay. Well, doing just melee only, you just need to, you know, equip your melee only and make sure it's decently modded. You've got exterminate mission, so it doesn't really matter how you go about stuff there, just meleeing is fine there. You got a rescue mission, again, you don't need to worry about much use of your melee, so that's going to be fine there. Let's see then, there's another capture mission. Oh wait, no, it's capture and rescue, yeah, so there's a capture mission, that'll be fine for it. You just can't really go wrong with that one there. Let's see here. Spy mission, again, you're not focusing on using your weapon, so that's a safe one to do. And sabotage, you're not focusing on your weapon, so that's a safe one to do. So, 4 missions where you don't actually think about your weapon if you don't need to. Yep, spy, sabotage, capture, rescue, you're not really focusing on your melee. And then exterminate, you can take your time with it. So, in that area, I'd say, honestly, just kind of go at it, dude. You should be fine there. As for the other one you say you're stuck on then, so the last one, opening a cache during any sabotage mission on Uranus. You know what? Troy King, Flyer, Pendragon, we're going to take a step out a moment. I'm going to demonstrate how you can do that. Trask, what you're going to do is you're going to pay attention to what is happening here on your screen. And you're going to learn. That's what you're going to do. And then you'll be able to replicate this yourself. Now, Trask, you are already at this part of the star chart, which means you have done, what do you call it? You've done Limbo Theorem, which means you have Limbo. If you have gotten rid of Limbo, you did it to yourself, bruh. So, I'm going to assume you still have Limbo here. Good, you do still have him. Excellent. A lot of people get rid of him. Those people will have made a mistake every single time. So what you're going to do is you are going to set yourself up with as much efficiency and range as you can afford. And it would really help if you had some way of getting energy. Well, Tilly, that's on you. You did it to yourself. Give me the Green's asking, can you still do differential equations? Don't see why I wouldn't be able to, yeah. They're not that hard. I was doing them when I was 11. But, you know. Okay, we got a bad joke coming through again from Malawax. I'm moving on. So yeah, this is what you want to be aiming for. Now, obviously at your level, Trask, if you're making your way through the star chart still, I do not expect you to have all of these mods. In fact, some of these mods you can't get unless you just buy them from other players whilst you're at this stage of the game. So don't worry too much about trying to match the build exactly. It's the stats you want to be focusing towards. More range, more efficiency, and then just enough survival. I can survive with no survival mods, but that's because of my level. That's me, not you. So focus on those, and then we're going to be using Limbo to get your stuff. The other thing you need to be focusing on here is loot radar. You need to craft the frame? I mean, it would be a good idea to craft the frame. It's kind of hard to use if you don't craft it. That's up to you, you know? If you don't want to craft the frame whilst using the frame, I'm sure there's a universe where that works. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to craft it. It's probably a good idea to craft the Warframe, yes. But that aside, you can do this with other Warframes. Limbo, certainly at your level, is going to be the best for this. It's certainly going to be the best for it, but I'll walk you through it. You can use this same kind of approach with other frames. I'm going to walk you through the Limbo approach because I recommend it above all the others. How old am I now, Tilly? I had to remember there, 28. The loot detection is also crucial for finding these caches because it shows you them on the mini-map, but they look like normal crates. You just need all of that radar you can get. Now, I've only gone for one mod here. Because you'll be lacking some of these mods I'm using, you'll have room to put on more loot radar to make up for the fact that your Sentinel probably doesn't have the Prime mod on it. Whereas I've got primed Animal Instinct for 55 loot radar, so as you're probably going to be lacking that, don't worry, I'm just equipping a normal weapon on it. As you're going to be lacking that, you can use the extra space you'll have on your Limbo for mods you won't have here for extra loot radar. Alright, let's bring out just these weapons. These are all pretty crummy weapons, so they'll be perfect for demonstration. Let's get a slightly less crummy one than that one, actually. Let's bring the Lex Prime. There we go. They show up on the map? They absolutely do. So, let's set this to solo. I'm going to show you guys how you find these caches. I'm also going to mute the music for a moment. We're just going to stop all music on this, because that's also going to come in handy. Not necessary, but handy. So let's do this. Let me show you how you can find the caches here on Uranus. And this same approach works for any kind of cache or loot hunting on any mission set. But we're showing you the Uranus one because, hey, this is what you need to do, isn't it? I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to show you how you can do it. So you can see on my minimap, we got all these little white boxes everywhere. If I open up my map fully, you can see on my right side there, we've got those little boxes showing where all the loot is. You're probably familiar with this. If you have played any amount of loot radar, you've seen those bits and pieces before. Well, with Limbo, his fourth ability creates a big old bubble, which breaks those containers. And at your tier, you should also have Vacuum or Fetch to pick up loot when you get near to it. And so with that, we can just start making our way around, blowing up the area, which will also kill a lot of enemies, allowing you to very easily just pick up the bits of loot. Now, my Sentinel is killing some of these enemies. You'll have to shoot them. My Sentinel is just a god at this point. But that means I can spend more time just focus on that map, trying to find where is there stuff for me to pick up. And that's the main gist of it. By using Limbo's explosion, it's the easiest way to make sure that you actually just blow up the whole area. And as you get used to it, you'll start to notice on the map when you're blowing up things, and more specifically, when something didn't get blown up. Because you'll notice when I make an explosion, if the little square stays behind, it still moves a little bit with Limbo's explosion. If you keep track of those explosions, you'll recognize the ones that don't move, and therefore must be something of interest. That's it. That's the main process of it. I'm going to go through doing this all here now, and we'll find all those bits and pieces. Do I think Warframe will survive another console generation? I bloody well hope so. It's a good game. So yeah, I hope it does. Do I think it will? I have no control over that and can't predict what D will do in the future, so who's to know? Hopefully yes, because a lot of people would like it to continue. Alright, so we got to go through the swimming bit for a bit here, that's fine. In terms of caches, I don't know if caches do exist in the swimming bit. Not really concerned either way. But we will still just go through, as a matter of course, just picking up all the loot. Just to be certain. You like to see Warframe have healthier time investment? I'm not going to comment on that. That is so broad, I'm not even touching that. One used to exist underwater, not on that part though. Okay. I don't know if I've gotten lost actually. Am I supposed to go this way? I've never seen this before. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but sure, why not? Yeah, okay, this might have actually been the route. Huh. You don't even have Ash? A lot of people won't have Ash, because his farm has become ridiculous, yeah. I'm not entirely sure why D felt the need to do that, but they did it. Am I blind? It's not my route. Yeah, there's probably a reason I don't recognize this tile. I think I've just found a bonus room, haven't I? Whilst just kind of dithering around a million other things at once. Here we go this way. I'm going to keep my minimap as a minimap for now. Recently farmed Ash took you about 6 hours. Honestly, that's actually pretty quick. That's pretty quick. You got lucky there. If I recall correctly. Alright, we're back on to normal part of the missions. Back to just kind of blapping areas. And checking for loot. Remember to check down different corridors that go away from the main route. Help you find what you need to get. Can I help you get Titania Prime? Yes, I can. I created a video on how to farm relics appropriately. You can go ahead and watch the video there for hints and tips on getting better at opening relics and choosing the right kind of way to do it. If you wanted me to actually just farm it for you and just give it to you, not happening. I am a practical problem solver. I am not a dispensary. All you need is Nitane extract? Oh, well, that's even easier. Nightwave. Nightwave gives you Nitane extract. There's nothing else to it there, you just do that. Open up your Nightwave, grab those creds you'll have got from the very first level of Nightwave, and bam, there you are, you sorted. Ah, I need to go down here, that's what it was. I haven't done this one in a while. Pop, pop, pop.
Good. Now start the pumps and flood this place.
I'm going to take a quick peep over here before we start flooding. Because I can see on the minimap there is stuff. I thought it was this way. Look, looks like the map connects that way, but okay. Let me try that again. Apparently I am lost. Yeah, so the map connects over this way, so I'm just going to take a quick peek over here as to what we're finding. No, it's fine. It's normal loot stuff. Just checking in case we had a cache. So far, there's not actually been a cache anywhere around, which is quite unusual. We'd normally have found at least one by now. That's fine.
The pumps have
We'll just hold this down for a bit.
Guard the controls. The Grenier must not stop the flooding.
Flyer say I had no Nitane extract when Nightwave was down, had to craft 4 prime Warframes. I mean, Nightwave was down for like 4 days. Bruh. It'd been around for months and then was down for 4 days. Come on now. You want to tell me it was at exactly that moment you decided to build primes? Because yeah, the other ways of farming Nitane are absolutely bonkers. Shouldn't even been considered. Just don't even consider them. I know how long they take to craft their fire, yeah. If you just wait 4 more days for the Nitane to actually be available, you're fine. It used to be way worse. And now you know to always make sure you stock up on some Nitane.
Flooding complete. Proceed to the caves below.
What's my MR? I am MR30. What's my favourite faction aesthetic? I mean, I am a bit of a fan of the Orokin aesthetic, not gonna lie. Shiny Shiny does definitely go my way quite well. I would be more of a fan of the Orokin approach, but sorry, not the Orokin, the Corpus approach. However, something about it just feels, probably intended, very cold, too corporate for me. It's definitely intended, but yeah. All right. So we're back to scouting the area for loot. I just noticed there is a box on my minimap back here that I walked past. Just going to quickly check. Nope, it's nothing. It's nothing. I know all the rest of the bits over here should also be nothing. They're just going to be loot, aren't they? Yeah, it's just loot bits, so we're fine. But again, it's keeping an eye on that minimap because it is the turn you don't expect to take, which is where the caches are going to be. They're hidden. That's why it's a challenge. The other thing to be aware of with Loot Radar and Enemy Radar is that it does not have great verticality. So we want to be looking up and down by moving up and down to check for those hidden spots. I saw on the minimap, all these ones around me, they're just normal loot. I'm just going to quickly speed around them, just to pick them up and get them off the map. Now, the map wants me to go that way, so I'm going to go this way, checking for the caches. Oh, I'm not even going to get onto that archer. We're doing this for someone who is... Oh, hey! Doing this for someone who is only halfway through the star chart so far. Learning the spawns of these things is a little bit too advanced right now. But as you're doing this, you can also find these things. So that's nice. This is the same approach you go through to find rare containers and objects like the random Ireton I just found. Now, they're not on every single map, those Iretons. What was it, like 1 in 7 or 1 in 12 chance? So that was really quite lucky. More water sections. Gotta love it. Yes, water. What mission are we on? We're on your sabotage mission. The one where you need to find the caches? We're on that one. Does Zaku not perform better? Do you mean, does Zaku perform better? And yes, to an extent he does. Zaku, however, doesn't damage enemies through walls like Limbo does. Also, Zaku is a lot later stage frame to get. Limbo you get from an early game quest. So that's why I'm recommending Limbo. But yeah, I'm not a fan of water levels. Never have been in any game. Which is also why I'm kind of surprised I ever bought Subnautica. Like, what was I thinking? Christ on a bike, why did I get that game? Here we go! Finally, it's taken a while, not gonna lie. It's usually not this long of a trip to get this kind of thing. But you can see on the minimap, actually on the full map there, just like any other crate, it looks like a box, even though it's a locker. But that's how you find it, because the Limbo explosion has cleared out everything else, but it doesn't automatically open that. That's your cache. And that's all you need to do to find your cache for that junction there, Trask. That's all you need to do. I'm going to find the other two as well, just on sheer principle. They're usually a lot quicker to find than that, and then you just be on with your day. pretty sure you don't need to find all 3 in a mission.
Find a way to sabotage this lab.
Yeah, just get rid of you. Oops, I set off the alarms. They know I'm here now. But I am invisible! That's a power zone upgrade for you. Bop! Bop! I said bop! Okay. Do I have to interact with you? No, I can just shoot you.
Is out of commission.
Don't know why that one wanted to be a dick about it, but sure. Subnautica gives you anxiety? Yeah, you and me both. You and me both on that one. Like I say, I'm not sure why I picked it up. It's definitely not the right game for me. Ooh, boy, do I not react well to Subnautica. Don't knock me down, just because I've not got Prime Sure-Footed on. Oh yeah, so there's not a crate along here. We just checked that. I fell. No. It's good. I saved it. I saved it. Really confused as to where these other caches are, though. Not gonna lie. I feel like I must have missed one, or I'm being the most unlucky sod ever, and it's both right at the end. We are literally at the end. And there's one of them. That is a dick move. That is a dick move. Is the other one over here?
One more.
Is the other one really over here? Because I feel like I have scanned everywhere. No. No, I've missed it. Okay, damn it. Yeah. You know what? I'm not finding the third one. I'm not finding the third one. We'll just take it. So, that tile set is a dickhead for finding caches, not gonna lie. But that is how you can make it as easy as possible on yourself as a newer player, especially because Limbo as well can just step into the rift himself to avoid damage when you're too busy trying to pay attention to the map, you know? There we are. You'd be surprised at the spawn locations, Archie. You'd be surprised. So maybe, maybe not. But yeah. I hope that has cleared that up there for you, Trask, and anyone else who has been stuck on that one there. That's all you need to do to get your way through the Neptune Junction. Have I played any VR games? I very briefly played a demonstration of EVE Online's Valkyrie. Didn't like it. It just didn't feel fun. And yeah, that's about the limit of my experience of VR. It's I don't have a VR set of any form, and it just doesn't really interest me as a medium. No? I mean, it doesn't help that I have no space, you know. You can't see because I've got a nice lovely green screen going, but if I reach my hand forwards here, I'm touching the wall behind my computer. And there is my green screen. I'm not a tall person. I don't have a very big arm span, and I can reach from side to side in this room here. I don't have space for VR. Hey, Trask, there you go. It paid off. It paid off. We got you there. We got you there. You're on your way to the second dream. You have a good one with that. You have a good one. Alrighty, ladies and gents, let's get back to some Steel Path, and now we're going on to Steel Path with a request from Flyer for some Gara. So it's time to bring out Gara. Let's bring out some decent weaponry. I'm going to bring out a sniper rifle. Let's grab my Rubico. Where is it? Should be up here. There it is. I was blind. We'll go with a Magnus. And we'll go with... that's more of a finisher weapon. Which do I want to use here? Yeah, let's grab Reaper Prime. That's my idea. And let's set you onto this. Yep, heavy attack build. Good, good, good. We'll roll with that. Magnus Prime should just be my standard corrosive Magnus. Looks good to me. Rubico's on radiation. Yes, it is. Looks good to me. Gara, what build we got here? This is a range and efficiency focus build. Range efficiency, no duration. Let's not use that one. Spectra Siphon build. We could. High duration build. Where's an all-rounder build? I don't have one. I mean, I suppose this can work as an all-rounder, to be honest. It's just low range, which we can fix by dumping that and grabbing a range mod instead. There we go. Now we got an all-rounder. This'll work. Let's do it. Do a defense mission? Yeah, we'll see what mission's available next. Are the Icarius good? The Icarius are good. In fact, I've done a whole video on the Icarius, Tilly. So, yeah, check that one out. Oh yeah, let's put the music back on. Let's get the synth back on. You're absolutely right there, baby kangaroo. There we go. Took that off just for that there. What I didn't demonstrate there, the entire reason I took off the music was the fact that you can hear the caches as well when you get close to them. You hear a kind of a chiming sound from them. It's almost like it's glowing or something like that. So, to help with actually navigating to them, to know when you've actually reached the right thing, you'll hear it. Why am I not going with Smita Kavat in Steel Path? Because I prefer using Carrier. I just prefer using Carrier, that's why. No other reason, just that. Okay, let's bring back in the crew that we had a moment ago. If they're still wanting to play, of course, I'll just send them the invites. I can't remember out of this list who it was, so let's just do it this way. So I believe it was Troy King, Flyer, and... Oh, I'm going to have to remember. Was it Pendragon? I think it was Pendragon. I'm going to send him an invite, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll find out. Cast sound is basically the sound of tinnitus. I mean, there's that, yeah. You know X-Life's in the game? I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Smita gives boosters? I am aware of this, Snickers. I am absolutely aware of this. I did, in fact, a whole video on Smita Kavat's charm ability. I am aware of this. You know what Smita Kavat can't do? Smita Kavat cannot use the Verglass. Smita Kavat cannot pop crates around me. Smita Kavat cannot maintain my ammo for me. Carrier Prime can do this. Smita Kavat goes down, Carrier Prime goes, lol, look at you, you went down. Imagine being that sad. I'm fine without Smita. Perfectly fine. Alright now, let's head on over to Europa because there is quite a few missions I actually haven't done here, and what do you know, there's a defense mission. There is a defense mission, let's get cracking on it. We'll take the defense there, as requested by Flyer, to get ourselves started on cleaning out Europa, one of the very last planets I've got to do here. Because I kept forgetting this one existed. Everyone does. Malawax, when you say your other build's former are messing with it, can you change it? How exactly do you mean change? Like, what are you changing? Are you changing the build? Are you changing the former? What are you changing there? Give me the greens? That's the question best asked of the wiki. For individual mods, the wiki will tell you where you find them.
Their focus impressive. Give them all warriors' death.
Alright then, so we're going to be cracking through this defense mission. It's a Steel Path one, it's a Corpus one, all the things no one likes to deal with. You literally asked for me to bring Gara. You are the one who asked me to bring Gara. What is this? Can I pop his? I cannot. This guy. Mine's bigger. Mine's bigger. Bop, 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 bop. So this is a weapon that can actually get single target damage done in a reasonable speed. Unfortunately, you then need to keep targeting. Can we have a little bit more effectiveness on that, please? I feel like that did nothing, and that kind of saddens me. There we go. That was the explosion I was looking for. Visual killer to tame drops Mediray. I mean, check the wiki. Seriously, for individual items like that, it is far better to just check the wiki than to see if someone happens to have encyclopedic knowledge of that one item. Now, if anyone's wondering why I keep on shattering my wall, it's because that also deals damage. Although I've not got a Gara stat stick It's probably not a sensible idea. But I can use that as an explosion. It's a kind of a nuking ability, really. It is a nuking ability. I think on Steel Path it probably needs a little bit more investment to really work. Should also be using my defensive ability, shouldn't I? That would be sensible. Ah! Okay, he ducked and didn't die. That's fine. Ah, there goes the turret. Yeah, the damage from that is not good enough on this level, is it? I'm going to stop that nuking process. It doesn't need it. We're a bit low on energy here, which is not exactly the greatest. Okay, there's 11% on the mini-ray. Oh, there you are then. There you are. Someone check the wiki for you, dude. Isn't Shatter AoE then? Good point, Snake Raider. Good point. Yep. Someone asked for Gara, so that I'm gonna say that technically counts as fine because someone specifically asked for it and overrode it. Yeah. All in favor of timing out Flyer for asking for Gara, who is an AoE nuker, and also then bringing a Gara to that very same mission. If you're in favor, just say I in chat. We'll time out Flyer for his crimes against this stream. Let's just do it again, because why not? Why no more AoE? Because AoE is absolutely over the top in this game. And I wanted to use a little bit less AoE. We got I, no, I, sure, I. A lot of people thinking they're funny with the eyes they're giving. I'm not seeing many bad joke redemptions for those incorrect eyes. Hitting a headshot is a pain. Also a pain when someone stands right in fucking front of him. How am I supposed to land a headshot from a distance when this happens? What is this? What is this? And I just got knocked into the air straight away. Just yeet. Sit still long enough that I can headshot you, god damn it.
My assistance will increase your probability of success considerably.
You're gonna tell me I don't have the headshot mod on, aren't you? Sod it. I'm just getting back to defense. Someone else kill him. I'm tired of his existence. And the fact that he's just blocking or dodging every single shot I'm throwing. It's not very often I die in missions these days. And Lich spawns pretty much every single time I do now, because it is that uncommon. Yeah, there is a lot of AoE in this game, isn't there? Like, a heck of a lot. An insane amount. Is this guy still not dead yet? Oh, whatever. He's dead now. There. One shot. I spawned my NPC crewmate and they immediately just shoot him and say, one down. NPC crew does not mess around. If you are into the mid or late game and you've not picked yourself up an NPC crew member, I highly recommend it. You don't need to go for the elite if you don't want to stretch that far, but at least for the basics, come on. To summon down someone who just abuses the fullman like this, go for it. The ticker NPC crew members better than Liches and Sisters? Yes, much better. Insanely better. The only way that Liches and Sisters are better is that they have more health. Sorry, and the second way, they also can cast some abilities, but you can't really rely on those. Troy King, I said that this mission's a write-off because Flyer. It has been voted to be timed out, so I'm going to be timing it out. But there crimes against this stream today. We'll be timing them out in just a moment. Here we are, like no AoE. It's like, hey, I'm going to tell you to bring Gara and then also bring a Gara, meaning that your only usefulness as a Gara is to be a nuka Gara. Bastard. Bastard. I don't know what my NPC crewmate is shooting at, but they are shooting very fervently. You'll notice that the NPC doesn't have to wait for the foreman to recharge. If something is in range, it will just shoot. Hell, if something is out of its range but in vision range, it'll just shoot. It would be easier to demonstrate if it wasn't one-shotting everything, but you know. It do be like that. It just do be like that. But yeah, I don't know why NPC crew ignore the reloading nature of the foreman. From what I've tested with other weapons, they do seem to treat them correctly, or at least they are limited by the weapon's design. But for the foreman, they just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. Mad. And yeah, I will happily equip them with the best primary weapon in the game for NPC crewmates. No reason not to, you know? And I think that is mission complete. Yeah, mission complete. Let's get out of here. Not the Kuvazar? No, 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 no. Fullman. NPC crew with the Fullman absolutely stonks. As much as the Tsar is capable, don't get me wrong, it is definitely capable. Reload it in one go, all that kind of snazzy stuff. The Fullman just go burr. The Fullman just go burr. So yeah, there we are. We've done the Gara ring with Flyer. We're now just going to time out Flyer. What do we think is a suitable time here? Should we time it out for a minute, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 27 years? I'm going to go with 10 minutes. That is your penance, dude. That is your penance for that insult. There we are. Do we even leave him in the squad? Ah, we do. He's only MR12. He doesn't know how the game works yet. Alrighty then. Magnus, you just insulted me throughout that one, so let's not use Magnus. Let's go for Gara Prime. Why not? 2035 him? Nah, I won't need to go that far. This time. We'll bring out Gara Prime. We'll use some actual Reaper Prime nonsense in a moment as well. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, next mission, we've got a choice of Excavation. Oh, you're MR9? Then you also don't know how the game works yet. It's fine. That's not going to be a sortie rescue, is it? No, it's a Sabotage. Let's do the Sabotage. Isn't Lavos all AoE? So, we're not using his 4th ability, Manarkin. But so long as we're not using the other abilities for damage purposes, then they're fine to use. They're fine to use. For the same reason that basically we're still allowed to use any weapon whatsoever, despite the fact that all weapons can hit multiple targets. And if you want to get technical about it, dude, I could just close down Warframe and sit here and just be like,
We need to destroy the reactor.
aye. But that doesn't sound like a fun stream to me.
And you may yet avoid
That doesn't sound like a fun stream whatsoever. So there are going to be some amounts of damage coming out from this guy, but considering that it is uninfused, unprimed, not in any way benefited towards damage against the steel path, yeah, I think we're fine. We're not exactly using it for AoE damage, like the problem is that presents itself. How do I get plat? Mostly from relics these days, but you can also get plat from just selling mods that you can pick up around the places, other bits of equipment. I'll occasionally sell epitaph sets, Quelor sets, that kind of thing. I'll sell some stuff I've gotten from Barracutia. That could be a source of platinum. You can sell river mods. That, again, variable amounts, but it's easy enough to pick up. Just have a nosy through the market. I've made a fair amount of platinum from selling mods from Transmutation, for example. So that video on Transmutation, that one out of nowhere is genuine. Okay, mission's already complete. Wow. Guess we'll leave. That's sabotage for you. One person can speed ahead and just do the mission. The Rubico is a satisfying snipe, not gonna lie. Like, it's no AoE weapon, but it gets the job done. Can't fault it for that. And apparently that is out of bounds? Okay. Okay.
The alarms triggered at our cell.
There we are. We're good. We're good. We're good. Selling max corrupted mods is the way to go. It is, if you've got plenty of endo and credits to make them maxed with. Otherwise, just selling them as is also works out as well. You got to remember, selling maxed mods, the value in a max mod is because a lot of people don't want to go through the time and effort of getting all that endo. Usually speaking, someone who needs platinum, not would like some more, but needs platinum, probably isn't at the stage where they can just farm up that much endo. Oh yeah, Augment mods is another good one. If you've got to the point where you're rank 5 of any of the syndicates, you can just grab these Augment mods and sell those. So all these mods down here, I will usually sell them for just 12, 13 plat a piece. You can get anywhere from 10 to 20 platinum. Depends on who you're trading with, what you're trading for, what platform you're on. But usually I will sell them 10 to 13 plat a piece, and it's 25,000 standing for one of them. You can get, in a day, 1.5 times your total standing cap across these syndicates, not even counting the syndicate missions. So that can get you a decent amount of platinum, just passively accruing it. There are loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of ways of getting platinum in this game. Seriously, loads. Don't worry about it. Just play a part of the game that's interesting to you and look what you pick up along the way, see if it's useful to someone. Manoax, I would recommend heading over to Neptune Index. I have no idea what Pluto Index is, but I'm willing to bet it doesn't give as many credits as the Neptune Index, because that's where the actual index is. But yeah, if you're only on 500k credits but 22k endo, probably worth getting a few more credits, yeah.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Alright, another very short mission, capture mission. We barely even have to try. Someone else is going to try for me, so I'll just shoot stuff because it's fun. So Meridian and Red Veil have the lowest pool of augments. You also shouldn't do that pair of syndicates. If you want to be optimizing your syndicates, and I don't mean like super optimizing, just being sensible optimization, practical optimization. If you want to be practical about your syndicates, then either go for New Loca and Perrin sequence, which also allows you to get Red Veil without affecting them, or you go for Cephalon Suda and Arbiters of Hexes, which allows you to get Steel Meridian without affecting those two. The reason you don't want to do Red Veil and Steel Meridian themselves as a focus is because that'll make 4 of the other factions against you, rather than having only 3 against you and 3 in your favour. So to give yourself the greatest access to items in the game, and the fewest number of factions that want to slit your throat, go ahead and have Loca, Perrin, or Hexis and Suda. It's just most sensible in that regard. Ooh. I think that might be the first time I've Lavos dashed through a Nova portal. It went surprisingly well, not gonna lie. I mean, there is that in it, you're absolutely right. Right, Red Veil are... Okay, let's be honest. All of the factions are a little bit cuckoo. All of them. Technically, you can have 4 in your favour. Technically, Mr. Fox, you can have all 6 in your favour. You can get all 6 to rank 5. It's not practical. It's not practical at all. Oh, righty. We are cracking our way through these bits and pieces here. Might even clean out a planet. You never know. Crossfire Spy. Yeah, let's take Lavos. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? I was just saying you can have Loca, Perrin, Meridian, and Veil. Miss half the convo, so I don't know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, you definitely miss half the convo there, Archer. I'm not going to repeat it. Not worth it. Meridian and Parent are at least sane. Steel Meridian, they are reasonably sensible. As our Parent sequence, they're reasonably sensible. They have their weirdness, but they are reasonably sensible.
And the enemy calls for a song.
With the way the faction system is set up, they come across as still a little bit kooky, but it's okay. We forgive them for it. Hey, Trask, well done. Well done. You go ahead and enjoy yourself there, dude. I don't know which alarm this is. I'm just going to get rid of it. Oh! It also makes me invisible. Ha 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 ha. Someone's got A? Yeah, Flyer's got A. So I'm going to head this way and head towards either B or C. Thanks for the speed buff. I've got a bigger one. I'm at B. Alright, got it. Invisible Lavos! Totally not overpowered. Yeah, let's not get political here, Mr. Fox. No one needs that. Hi, Pendragon. I'm in here. It is considered bad manners to enter a vault that someone else has already opened. For sure. I'm sure they didn't notice. No, they've noticed. Yeah, just a little bit of advice generally, peeps. If you see someone else is in a vault, even if you can do it quicker, it's still bad manners. It's still bad manners. But sure, it's fine. Y'all are just part of the general public, aren't y'all? Bad radiation proc. Pixie Girl saying, wait, Ken, can I still get Mesa and Limbo parts? Of course you can, yeah. Limbo you get from Limbo Theorem Quest, Mesa you get from Sedna. No, wait, that's sorry. Mesa you get from Eris. Mutalis Alad V. Yeah, you can still get those parts. Is Flyer okay with that vault? He should be okay. We'll leave him to it. We've already done 2 vaults anyway, so even if he fails it, we're okay. It's not a sortie. Prime parts. So you cannot farm the prime parts for Mesa and Limbo at the moment. You can trade them from other players. So if you want Mesa Prime and Limbo Prime, trading. That's how you get them. Oh no, the data is being purged. Ah. Flyer, the timed out one, has messed up the vault. Oh no. Up. There is a fair amount of political commentary in Warframe, absolutely. I mean, you can't make a large, thriving and chaotic world like this without there being some amount of political controversy. But the main thing is that, at least here, this is a gaming channel, we're not focusing on the political side of stuff. So we'll stick to the in-game politics where it exists and only where it exists. If you guys want to talk politics outside of that, I believe there are other channels more suited to that. We're not a political channel. I could try and start platforming my views, but I don't think that is appropriate. You guys here, a large number of you, I'm sure, come to escape from the regular rat race of reality. I'm not about to change that. Alright, we're nearly out of this mission. Yep, we're out of this mission. Just wait for everyone else to get their asses over it, and we're all good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ah. Did you say I'm just having fun watching you zoom around? It's fun to zoom around. It's one of the reasons I do like Lavos. Just wee. You know? Like a kid with Heelys and no one to tell him to stop. Warframe's your stress remover? I get you, yeah. I get you. Flap. Main reason you play Titanius because sometimes zoomies are so fun? Yup. Yup. Is that Troy saying they gotta go? Alright, you take care then, Troy. Thank you very much for joining us on these missions. You have a good one, dude. You have a good one. Pixie Growl saying, yeah, I figured, but I switched from PS4 to PC. Don't have the other Prime parts then. What do you recommend? I mean, if you want Limbo or Mesa, you can have Limbo or Mesa, the standard versions. They work just fine. The downsides of not having a Prime are they look a little bit less snazzy. They have slightly reduced stats in health, shield, energy, things like that. It's only a couple of them, and then only slightly. They don't get the 250 energy from the Oricon Death Orbs, or at least they can't trigger it. And Barricadier is a little bit less friendly to them. That's it. That's all you really lose. It's not a huge amount. In most missions, you won't notice a difference. Oh, there's also a couple of polarities that come with Prime frames that don't come on the standard ones too. There is that. So, yeah. The difference between Primes and non-Primes is minimal overall. Easily circumnavigated. You can get around it. No problem whatsoever. So, if you can't afford or don't want to go through the hassle of trading for the parts you don't have of a Prime, then just go and get the standard version. It's right there. Limbo is stupidly easy to farm. You do his quest, you farmed it, job done. And Mesa is also pretty easy to farm. Yeah, you do need to get those nav coordinates, that does take some time. But that's mostly just the waiting game. Just making sure something is actually there for you to pick up the resources for it. And remember, you can do that mission with other people. So find other people who have the coordinate, let them start the mission, and you get a free ticket to it, you know? If we have a look at the invasions, are there any going at the moment? Probably not, but we'll see. Oh yeah, no, there's a move to the V coordinate. You can get one right now if you're on PC. Easy peasy. Is there a way to check which planets are finished without clicking on them? Not that I know of. The only way to click on, to check them without clicking on your planet is to look at them here, and that's only for Steel Path if you've collected the decorations. So otherwise, no, not really. No. He wouldn't make that so simple. Oh, right, let's see. Excavation, defense, excavation, assassination. Yeah, let's take the assassination, why not? Let's just go. Between Gauss and Volt, Gauss has a higher minimum top speed. There is a certain point that he just doesn't get slower than, whereas Volt can be just slow. Slow as a normal Warframe with low enough strength. But Volt has a higher maximum speed compared to Gauss. At least talking in solo circumstances. Where's Caliban's blueprint? On the wiki. For individual items, best to check the wiki.
I thought we had seen the last of this dreaded Raptor project, but now the Corvus...
Because if you're looking for the blueprint, you're going to be looking for the parts as well. So, might as well grab that data all in one space.
The new Raptor production facility appears to be entirely underground. A crashed fighter on the surface has been masking its location. I fear they have developed even more...
Usually speaking, if the question you have to ask is one that the wiki could answer in 3 words or less, such as do this quest, or on this planet, run this tile, probably should be asking the wiki. I can answer the practical questions, the ones which need a little bit more nuance.
It's imperative we destroy the prototypes and their means of production. The Corvus are using...
But yeah, I'm generally not a fan of just the wikiball questions. I'm called the Kengineer, not Google. You'd like to see more boss fights like the Roper Lotus? Not an unreasonable request. I think a lot of people might disagree with you on general principle. And wow, that Rubico really made short work of that. Okay. You know what? That works for me.
Almost done. Stay alive and finish
That was...
the mission. Take out the rest of the conveyors.
Yep, radiation damage. Good work against the Raptor.
I'm seeing massive internal damage to their facility. Keep it up.
Not enough damage. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I can't kill you if you're down there. There we go. Easy peasy. We only had to pick up one of the cores. All the rest of them exploded inside of the shaft straight away. Rubico be good, yo. At least in this particular circumstance. It's reasonable all round. It's not an AoE clearer, but it can get work done on single targets, which is kind of what a sniper is good for. Yeah, I can show you the build in a moment there, Nocius. Show you the build once we get out of this mission. Alternatively, you can click onto the stream and you'll see that there is a Warframe overlay. You click that yellow button, that shows you the equipped mods I have on all of my gear at the moment. Who needs to bullet jump? Am I running radiation against Corpus for shield penetration or use it against all factions? So with this build here, Rob, the radiation is specifically because it gets through alloy armor. If there are any armored Corpus units, they use alloy armor in virtually all circumstances. So radiation absolutely melts their toughest enemies. And all of the ones which don't have armor, pop, headshot, they're gone. That easy. Yeah. Hey, we got a Nova part. Not like that. And Stalker's unhappy again. It happens. But yeah, here is the Rubico build. So we're using galvanized scopes, so on those headshots, we're just gaining all of the crits. Critical delay because all of the crits. We've got galvanized chamber for that good old multi-shot. We've got thermite rounds and Stormbringer here giving us our radiation, vital sense to give the crit damage, bladed rounds to give even more crit damage. It's only on aiming, as is a lot of the galvanized scope bonus, but it's a sniper rifle. You're aiming with a sniper rifle, so that's fine. I've gone for Hush because silenced weapons are amusing to me. I like using silenced weapons. Primary Deadhead should be pretty obvious to those of you who know what a primary arcane is, but yeah, giving us all that damage, bonus headshot multiplier, all that good stuff. And I have got Serration on here. For this, you would want to be using normally a Bane mod if you know which faction you're going to be against, or Serration if you're lazy. It's not as effective as a Bane mod, but it gets the work done. There are some people who might be like, oh, but Ken, all those crits, you can use Hunter Munitions. Did it look like I needed slash damage? So, yeah. We can skip going for Hunter Munitions because we're just one-shotting most of the time anyway. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, radiation damage is just the bee's knees most of the time. Usually you'll want to pair it with a secondary weapon or melee weapon which supports killing enemies where radiation doesn't work out for you. So having some corrosive to deal with, perhaps say heavy gunners if they're a problem for you. But usually speaking, radiation will work for a direct damage weapon like this. Especially against the Grineer as well. Half their EHP is in corrosive units, but most units you'll encounter are actually weak to radiation, not corrosive. Because most of their units are elite lancers in most missions. I don't believe this is an idle and one-shot build, no, because this one requires you to get multiple kills to get the full scale on it. It's a primary deadhead, galvanized chamber and galvanized scope, as well as bladed rounds to an extent. They will not be working at full power whilst you're fighting the Eidolons. So unless you can secure a load of kills around the Eidolons, probably best not to go with those bits. Probably not a good idea on those ones, though. But otherwise, most places it's okay. Crossfire Exterminate? Sure, let's do it. That's an easy win, that one. You think you've missed a note because you have no invite from Teshin? Tilly, can you access the arbitration? If you can't access the arbitration will tell you what you're missing. Favorite Cephalon? I don't really think about the Cephalons that much, to be honest. Probably Psy. Just because, you know, it's no shit's given, let's get this work done attitude, but that's about it, really. That's unfortunate, Innie. Innie, if you haven't yet, unlock the Helmet Invigorations with rank 5 from the Intrati. Because the Invigorations, when you use them, give you a lot of XP as well. So yeah, absolutely look into those. Let's do some axe garrowing. Probably not ideal for this, but let's use it. Okay, that is definitely not ideal. Doesn't even one-shot these guys. Yeah, this weapon needs some work. Alright, new plan, heavy attack.
Let's clean it up.
Yup. You're very welcome, Innie. Glad to help. What? Oh, that's a friend. I can't slash that one. Oh, we might have a Juggernaut to deal with. That could be fancy. I have Radiation build, not Corrosive, so I'm not well equipped to deal with him. The very thing I said you should probably not do, or rather I didn't do what I said you should. It's fine. Yeah, Sai has just the right level of snarky humour about what's going on. Like, ram sleds inbound. Oh look, it's the B team. Just the right level. He's not going for stupid puns or the same overtired joke we've heard a million times in the Orbiter. Oh my god, Ordis, will you please put a pin in it? In fact, Cephalon Sai agrees with me when it comes to Ordis. As Cephalon Sai says, sometimes when you enter your railjack, thank goodness you're here. Ordis has so many opinions. It really does. Oh, hello, there's the Juggernaut. Alright. Can my just heavy attack spam kill it before it kills me? Let's find out. Well, I'm doing some damage. He is also doing some damage. Heavy attack spam. I accidentally killed a different infested because he ran away.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Hui! 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 This is a strong boy. But I'm stronger. I am stronger, and he's dead. Got him. Wrecked him. He's all good. There we are. Let's get out of this mission now. Oh, I can kill you, then get out of the mission. Optimus inbound. That's another good one. Yeah, Snake Raider, absolutely. I think you'll find 750 watt. I tore him a structurally superfluous new behind. He should have used more gun. There we are. Is there even a point to making foliate pods? Not really, no. You make it for the quest, and then you can just kind of ignore that it exists. That's pretty much it, yeah. So, yeah. Juggernaut? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, basic. Alright, oh, we're slowly carving through these nodes. We've got some not so great ones left. Oh, let's do it. We'll do the defense, and then it's a couple excavations, which we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to deal with those. Although we only have to do one excavator. I'm quite happy not sticking around doing loads. We just do one and go. That's all we need. Yeah, the pieces that the helmet drops, you can feed them into the helmet system. The Juggernaut drops feed into the helmet system quite nicely. I don't like this. Ordis pops up with the same long voice line every single time you come in here, and he's blocking some of the information. It's like, Ordis. Ordis. Shut up! Quite frankly. And even if you mute him, he's still visibly there, so still blocking the info. Why, Ordis, why?
Give them all warriors death.
I got tired of Ordis quite quickly. I really did. When I found that I could mute a lot of his just random rambling lines, that was great. But there are still some lines I can't get rid of, and that's just a pain, and that is one of them. That is one of them. I don't need to be using melee right now. I can be using sniper again. Let's do it. Snip, 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 snip. Snippity, snuppity, pew, pew. Ah, bop. We're getting there. How are we doing on the kills? Hey, I apparently have the most kills and I'm using a sniper rifle. Go figure. It's all good. I'm keeping up. As at this point that one of them brings out like the Morsel or something, I just immediately get destroyed for kills. I mean, that is an understandable reason to get annoyed with Lotus when she changes a mission to exterminate on you, and you're like, oh, we're about done with the mission. She's like, nope. It's your thought. Let's die. I shot you, but you didn't die. That was rude. Oh, come on. Okay, I think my Sentinel stole that kill from me. Hydrate? Sure, my dude. Cheers. Now, there is something in the settings you can do to reduce the number of transmissions you get from both Ordis and Lotus. You'll notice, like on stream here, I've not had that many voice lines come up from Lotus. I'll get a few from Teshin here or there, but Lotus and Ordis both don't really have a lot to say to me. And that is because of the settings I use to minimize the amount of trash they just dribble on with. Oh, Sentinel got those ones. Oh, here we go. What was this? Pure speculation from Mr. Fox. Who else thinks Drusus will be the new NPC that will give you evolving weapons in the Angels Saruman update? No idea. I don't pay enough attention to lore to be certain. It might be him, might not. No idea. We'll just see. What's on the lore dartboard this time? Oh, no. Running out of enemies again. We're at the end of that round. Yep. One more wave to go. What settings? I'll show you after the mission, Archer. After the mission. That was a one-shot. You all saw it. I didn't miss the first two shots on that guy, despite him being a big-ass frickin' ancient. No, sir. I know how to aim. And that charger ducked my shot because he got an electric rocks. That was cheating. And that's not against me. If they duck the shot because they're actually kind of psychic, you know, that's not on me. Oh. If my reaction time isn't enough to catch that he's died as I'm shooting, that's also not on me. If we account for these bits and pieces where the game's just been weird, I actually have perfect aim. Yeah, totes. Everything's fine. You see my Titania build? Titania build? I'm not using Titania at the moment, but I can certainly bring up what is my go-to one. Can't guarantee it's the best one out there, but it's a go-to. $10.50 bringing out a bad joke, saying, and God said to John, come forth and gain eternal life. Became fifth and won a toaster. Yep, I'm pretty sure I've seen that one printed on the side of a cereal box. Yikes. Yikes. That's a bad joke. Alright, let's have a look at that Titania build real quickly there for you. What is my go-to Titania? She is this one. So this is a Razor Wing Blitz build. The idea is that you could go fast. And then we got Firewalker for more fast and Skywriting. Preparation, we start with plenty of energy for more fast. And we have plenty of duration for loads and loads of fast. And then just go. You think I remember that 750 watt? How the hell am I going to remember that? I've had loads of different cereals in my life. Not to mention, it might not be on a cereal box. It might be on some other corporate hoo-ha throwaway thing. It's an old joke regardless. Probably much older than you. There we are. For whoever asked, that's my Titania go-to build. Alright, we're going to go do an excavation mission. In fact, we're going to go do a pair of excavation missions, and it's against the Corpus of Limbo is not the answer here. So I'm going to bring... Do I have a Gloom Equinox build? I should do. There we go. We're going to bring Gloom. Now, it's not AoE damage, so it's fine. It affects an area, but it's not AoE damage. So it meets the requirements of the day. Make it work. I might die doing this. You never know. We'll find out. But we'll try our best. Is Sevagoth only good for helmets? No, Sevagoth is a powerful frame in and of himself. I'm just not really a fan of his particular playstyle, Tilly. He's capable. I'm just not a big fan. Why are called such bad criminals? They're very easy to catch. That's another big book of jokes one right there. Good lord, you guys are incessant with this. What website are you going to? Seriously now. Go on, admit it, Snake Raider. Which website did you just go on to? Did you just do Google bad jokes and click on the first link that you hadn't already turned purple? These are terrible. I mean, these do look like just kind of boots, don't they? Yeah. She got booties. She got booties, Wisp got booty. Warframe is all just boot. Still waiting for the frame that wears Converse. I mean, we have a frame with Heelys at least, you know. Literally. There's you. I should probably turn on Gloom. Yeah, that'd be sensible. Alright. I'm going maximized on my defensive and support options here. Let's see if this works out for us. I'm giving us shields, I'm giving us health, I'm giving us crowd control. Is it going to be enough that we can complete one excavator and get out? Is it going to be enough? I mean, I'd assume so, but you never know with this game. I think I should have a T-set all over my orbiter. I had a T-set in my orbiter. I think I took it away for a thumbnail and haven't put it back in place yet. I do have a T-set. Sadly, I cannot drink the tea in this game. You know, the operator gains no benefits from having had a cup of tea, which I think is, you know, bullshit. Should be changed, DE+. Oh, I missed a headshot on that one. There we go. Bop. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Oops. Missing a few of these shots. Need to zoom in more. Bop. Wait, why is that not hitting? Thank you. Ah, the defensive wall. It's falling. No! Oh, that punch through. That was a beautiful lined up shot right there. And we're good. Alright, let's get out of here. I've been nullified multiple times. It is pain. Actual, real pain. But we can get out now. We're done. Through this rather convoluted route. Where is this telling me to go? Okay, this way. Alright. That makes sense. Imagine the operator drinks tea when you're not playing. I mean, fair enough. It is a reasonable assumption. Have I seen Ember's thighs? Can't say I've really remembered what Ember's thighs look like. It's I'm too busy going, ooh, look, fire. This may come as a surprise, but I'm not constantly ogling the infested war machines. Believe it or not. I'm not that kind of creator or individual, let's say. Can't wait for the titanium path? Please no. Please no. If we're just going to add on more levels for the same star chart, please no. Alright, I think that build worked, so for our final mission, let's do it again. This setup is working. I just noticed Flyers copied my frame again. Why are you like this? Just why? You thought I was Titania. This guy. This guy. So now he's going Gar over Karen's. Flyer. Flyer. No. This. Oh dear. They're smart. Yeah. Big brain. Oh dear. Straight up the epitome of, well, one of us is going to have to change. Well. Let's get busting our way through this. This lovely one is against the Infested, so I could have gone Limbo for this, actually. Because there's no nullifiers on this one, but it's fine. I'm just not going to get nullified out of my Gloom and Mend abilities instead, then. That works still. Let's get sniping. Oh. Apparently I can't punch through that much corpse. There we go. Rip and tear until it's done. Up. Argon Path missions only have a 10% chance to exist. All rewards decay after a day. Oof. How about Argon Path? Resets every month because your progress decays. Yeah, that'd be something right there. Fire is down? Oh no! Not the second Gara! I'm sorry, Fly, you've really made yourself out to be the punching bag of this stream squad. You really have. Oh dear, oh dear. It happens. Someone's got to be the MR12. Oh, I see any. Fair do. At the very least, Innie, I appreciate you not spamming the chat with every single idea that pops into your head. That's a good trait to have. I appreciate that of you. There we are. Easy extraction. Let's go. Not even nullified once. Or hit with any kind of energy neutralization thing. That's nice. I jump. Apparently I've been hit with a lack of ability to jump.
Well, murder what?
Yo, Mert, coming in with the 2 months resubscription. Thank you very much, my dude. Whoa, indeed. Whoa. The bot didn't quite handle the amount of whoa and there, did it? But all the same, thank you very much, dude. Cheers. Oh. Bullet jumping navigation one-handed is surprisingly difficult. Believe it or not. There we are.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
Is this one of your own emotes, by the way? I feel like this is one of your own emotes, isn't it?
Protect the remaining
It's cute.
Was greater. This is good.
A mission successful. Arcwing mission in corporate style sets, but if you hit a wall, you instantly die. Ugh. That's horrifying. But not impossible to do. I have done an entire Arcwing mission without bumping into a wall once. I have done it. Was there was a Riven challenge to get a number of kills on an Archwing weapon. Hey, there we are, you're overdone. To get a number of kills on an Archwing weapon without taking a status effect, and bumping into a wall counts as a status effect. Now, I could have gone onto the planes and just skipped through it that way or something like that, or just call down the Archgun in a normal mission, but no. I wanted to do it in an Archwing mission. I went through the entire mission, not a single status effect, not a single bump. Yes, it was extremely bloody annoying, having to gingerly inch my way around the mission so as not to even remotely touch anything that could cause the slightest of staggers. Oh boy. Yeah. But we got there in the end. I got there. I opened up the Riven. It was trash. I sold it, I think. I sold it. Let me check. Do I have an Archgun Riven? Or did I sell it / melt it down? It's probably going to be somewhere down here. Oh, a couple melees still to open up. Good to know. No. Nope, I apparently got rid of it. There we are. Hey Vitex, saying your stream got recommended. I thought you'd be older by the voice in your videos. See, this is a dangerous topic, because the last time this came up, and I asked the person, "Oh, how old did you think I was?" They said 50. But I'm going to chance it with you, Vitex. Clearly, I am not 50. How old did you think I was before you got here today? How old did you think I was just from my videos before you got here today? I'm curious. Any, go to hell. Around 35. Okay, not terrible. Not ideal, but not terrible. And now that you are here, Vitex, now that you are here, how old do you think I actually am? Now that you've had the opportunity to not just hear me, but see this wonderful visage, how old do you think I am? I'm specifically asking Vitex, it just got here. I can't trust any of the rest of you, because you've been here earlier. Around 2025. So this is always great. This is always great. I always sound older than I am. Even in my typing, I just apparently type like someone older than I am. And yet I always look younger than I am. And it averages out to about correct, because I'm 28. Yeah. You thought I might be about 35 by voice, 20 to 25 by appearance. I'm 28. There we are. I do type kind of grandfatherish. Well, sorry if I have at least a little bit of British class still. You young'uns these days with your leet speaks, your LOLs, your LeMayos. Honestly. What has happened to good old British English? I say, old chap. I say. To be fair, my face is all I get. Sorry, Vitex, what is it? To be fair, your face is all I get in a corner on my phone. I mean, you should be getting the rest of the stream? Like, why is your phone only showing you a corner? IRL might be more accurate. I mean, maybe. I am also 5'5", so that still throws people off a bit. Because apparently height equals age. Go figure. People say the same about Tom Holland, but whatever. Grow a beard? Honestly, I'm not a fan of beards. Just generally speaking, I'm not a fan of beards. Beard on me? No. Nope. I let it grow out throughout the November or Movember one time, a couple years back at my old job. I don't like it. I really did not like it. A few people were like, oh my god, it looks great. Like, no, it doesn't. No. I'm quite happy not showing all of my ears, you know? Because if it means I get to 40, 50, 60, still looking like I'm making my way through my 30s, yeah, I'm damn fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that. If my voice decides to age ahead and the rest of me stays aged behind, that's a fair trade. You know? You put the accent together, I'll go full David Attenborough into my twilight years and still look amazing. I'll take it. But say I'm older than you, and English is not my first language. Better sound older than you if we're typing Norwegian. I mean, to be fair, I'm not very good at Norwegian, so I would probably sound like a toddler just mashing letters together. It would seem like I was trying to sing with a potato in my mouth if I was trying to speak Norwegian. That's as close as I would probably get. Don't worry about it. But anyway, guys, that all aside for the time being now. How to rate Equinox? Amazing as a frame. She is the first frame I ever did a Warframe video on. It's a very cringy video. Seriously cringy. I should probably unlist it, but for now, I think I've still left it on the channel. It's very cringy, but that's how much of a frame, how much of a high rating I give Equinox. She was the very first I ever covered. But guys, unfortunately, time-wise, that is where we have to start to wrap things up, and it means it's time for us to be doing the Platinum giveaway, the Platinum raffle. So for those of you yet not got yourselves a ticket, I notice a few of you are grabbing it right now, really pulling it to the last minute there. But it's time to grab yourselves a ticket, get yourselves in with a chance to win it. I've had that ticker going on, was it that side, that side? Which side is it on my camera? I don't even... Is it? That way. Over there. Go past the sub thing. You know, that's something where you definitely want to get your name on there. If you have got a Amazon Prime account, you do get yourself a free Prime subscription here on Twitch. Or if you just want to spend a little bit of your local currency to help support me in what I do here, you can get yourself on that Prime to that subscriber ticket, absolutely. But bit beyond it, it's the instructions about the Platinum giveaway. Snake say almost opened a ticket out of habit. Ooh, yeah, no. Obviously, you know why, Snake Raider, on that. You know why. Vicarious saying, Kenjir, honestly love your videos. They're pretty helpful. Helped me since I was Master Rank 1, now I'm 21. Nice. That's quite the journey so far. I've been there with you along. Glad you've been enjoying it all the way through, my dude. Just to be clear, because I know this comes up from time to time, I use dude completely gender neutrally. Everyone's a dude. I don't mean it as guy, I just say dude. Like, what's another comparable word? Bro. That's another one I just throw around. Everyone's a bro. Anyway, that aside, disclaimer aside, is the giveaway PC only? No, it's not. Everyone can enter. Every platform. You've got seconds to enter though, because I'm about to close the entries and see who's going to be today's winner. So seriously, hurry up. Get your ticket in. Literally, all you have to do is type !ticket. Even the raffle information says it's on any platform, so get in. Hurry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, I need to have it up to close it. You in yet? You're in. Alright, I'm closing it. Bam! There we are. We've got all of our entries in now. If you haven't already entered it, tough titties. I have given you far more than enough time, and you'll just have to catch it on the next Warframe stream if you have missed it. There's only going to be one winner. We have a nice round figure actually today. We got 50 people in for a chance to win it. 2% chance a person. You never know. Could be you. But the winner today is going to be Evie. Evie133Z. Congratulations, you are today's winner of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be double checking with you here on stream a couple minutes after the end of the stream here to make sure I've got your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that Platinum sent on over to you, my dude. Congratulations on that one there. To all the rest of you here in the chat channel as well, thank you very much for joining me on today's stream. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. It has been a wonderful one. Another one of the usuals. I mean, if you're here a lot of the time, Snake Creator, you're more likely to win. That's how it goes. More entries, more chances. Absolutely. But we will be running another Platinum giveaway on the next Warframe stream, which will be on Wednesday, so don't miss out on that, guys. If you haven't already followed, obviously do that. Turn your notifications on. The Discord bot can be a bit weird, so yeah. But in any case, that is all we got time for today. We're going to be raiding on over to another part of the community now. We're going to be raiding on over. Let's see who we can give a little bit of love to. Where can we say hello? Who are we going to raid today, guys? Let's see. As I've mentioned before, I'm not a fan of that. Oh, this one's got a few. I do not recognize that name. Does anyone recognize a streamer, Lilith Lovett? No? As Invasions? We went to As Invasions very recently. I don't like doing the same person over and over, but Lilith Lover, I do not recognise them. Let me just double check the stream here a moment. Make sure they're not about to close down. I do like to spread love around to different parts of the community. Ah, no camera. No camera. Are they talking with no camera? Wait for them to say a word. Oh good, they do actually talk. Alright, we'll go over there. We'll give it a try, guys. We'll give it a try. We'll take a gamble. I have no idea who this person is. I do not recognise their name at all. But we're going to be running on over to Lilith Lovett. So let's show them all the best of what this community is, guys. Let's show them the wholesomeness, the positivity, the practical problem solvers that we are. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves. I'll see you again for more Warframe on Wednesday. You have a very good one wherever you are in the world. I'll catch you next time. Bye.